Waiting for Shaq's Day Out returns. The masterpiece that was like 5 years in the working. I don't know. It's probably like okay. Don't mind me. Just like 5 years. Sounds good. I don't know. It's that's all I wanted to make sure that it's streaming on both. Cool, cool. Okay, let's get the authors because this has to be a collab. If you don't know, I think I should give you a fair heads up. This is gonna be 7 hours, and for comparison, Shaq's Day Out 2, the one that took me 5 hours, was only supposed to take 2 hours because I suck at reading. But yeah, I'm just saying, prepare for a large saga. But anyways, let's get the gamers on. You've been in call? Okay, cool. I'll have to join the call then. Oh, you're in general chat. Okay, that makes sense. Can you hear me? Well, I mean, you can. No shit. Wait, hold on. I'm not hearing shit, damn. Okay, cool. The hell? I'm not hearing nothing. That's weird. Muted? Oh. Fuck. My thing mute? Wait, hold on. What the hell is going on? Yeah, it says everyone else is talking, but I'm not getting nothing. Huh. No, that wouldn't control volume. Yeah, it's going out for my speakers. Rip. Shit. I guess I was gonna also pull up chat, but yeah, we might as well get the sound working first. That's more important. Get rid of that. Yeah, I'm not hearing any of you guys. I'm jumped into general. Well, I should probably figure that out before continuing. Fuck. Hold on, am I sounding cursed? Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on? No, I sound fine, okay. We can hear you. Okay, yeah, I see. I sound fine, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I saw that in the chat. I can't hear you, like, at all, though. That's why it's... Bro, what the fuck's happening? And it's, like, going to my speakers. That's where I normally have stuff go through. Oh, that sucks. I like the void images. That really adds to the... Oh, I'm sorry. I should probably... Because, yeah, it shows your things flashing. Is your Discord volume muted? I didn't know there was like a master Discord volume. Okay, I see. Let's see. I muted myself. That's a good start. Voice act. Output volume. Well, no, that's mine. And then input volumes. Wait, output. Hold on. Fuck yeah, I could hear you. Why was the okay?
Yeah.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. We got it.
All right.
All right, Pog. How the fuck? I don't know. I'm not gonna bother with it. We got it. That's all that matters. All right, you guys ready to read some Shaxter piece storytelling?
Absolutely, buddy.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay, so I already kind of did the intro. Fuck. I was gonna bring up chat, but they changed the layout on this stupid thing. It's okay. I'll use Twitch.
Chat.
We'll go old school. Just bring up both,
Yeah, baby.
and then we'll just get right into the news. Cool. Just bring up both. Okay, pause that so my video isn't or my voice isn't overlaying. Okay, perfect. We are ready. I will just start with the prologue. Waking up to a beautiful day. Shaq's Kermit alarm clock rang with its heavy chips as always, but 5 years later, would you fuck off with that thing, please, said Mammy, as her alarm clock has been ringing for 2 years straight. She then proceeded to drop kick it out the window. I could see the end game with the whole 5-year time skip thing.
Yeah.
Except she's been sleeping. That's a little different. Mammy, my dick is out, screeched Snaz as he had been recently circumcised. Mammy then went to Shaq's room to wake him up. Wake up, you old spice, said Mammy. Shaq was not in his bed. Oh, that's right. He's in Korea, said Mammy. Ooh, oh, my back, said Drek as he got hit in the face with an airborne alarm clock while he was looking for pieces of children's organs to take for his new planet. Hey, wait a minute, where's Man o' War, said Drek. Psst, Drek, that's the wrong joke, said Captain Quark. Drek then looked down at his hands, which were covered with notes. Psst, let me please explain. DM'd Gluttony while spamming his way through Castle Crashers for like the 62nd time. Is the part where we sing this? Is the part where we sing the song, or does that come at the end? Asked Drek, as he was already looking at the ending part of his cheat sheet. Check DMs, pinged Gluttony. I thought we were only allowed to bring a formula sheet, said Quadragenarians, is that how you pronounce that? Quadrius Wark then proceeded to leave the Geon shack. I'm guessing that's our boy right here. Whoa. I thought Shaq stayed. I'm sorry, what?
I said, yeah, that's Drek.
Okay. I mean, I should have figured. I like his hair. It's beautiful. Whoa. I thought Shaq's Day Out was supposed to be the last story, asked Avery. Avery. Shut up, you aren't supposed to be here yet. Baldi's Basics in Education in Anime, said Drek. Yo mama so bald. When she played Baldi's Basic in Education and Cock and Ball Torture, her blood type was Sans was Five Nights at Sans. Doki Doki Literature was Club. Steven Universe was Bendy, and the Chicky Tendy Omnitrix. My Little Big Tutu Goth Pone Titty Planet Captain Sans versus the Blood Type World Spy Kids 3 Neighbor Infinity War and Knuckles, said the Komodo Bros. Joe and Mama. Sounds like a Shaq Day Out 3 moment, said Brody Fox. Would you keep it down out there? I'm trying to sleep, said Snaz as he threw Brody Fox's mama at him, breaking all his bones simultaneously. Maybe it's the way you're dressed, said Snaz. Shh, I'm trying to read my cheat sheet, said Drek, staring directly at Gluttony like Chris McLean. Stop shouting, I'm napping, shouted the engineer from Terry's house. The part with the Nega Eddie read Quark from his formula sheet. Using the fourth wall break equals funny formula. Hey, we aren't supposed to be at that part yet. Oh wait, we are, said Nega Eddie as he teleported in. Oh hi, Nega Eddie, said Drek. Nega Eddie? Shouted Drek. Yes, and he's finally got the Menacer, said Nega Eddie. Oh my god, he's got the Menacer, screeched Drek. Psst, let me explain, whispered Drek. Alright then, I will explain using the power of Nega Flashback, said Nega Eddie. Nega Flashback. Well, it looks like that will be the end of Shaquizzle's Dizzle Izzle, the Retizzle, said T-Dog. That was a dope-ass story, especially the part where it started T-Dog. Nega Flashback. Perhaps I should be more careful with my vocabulary, said Nega Eddie. Behold, the Nega Flash Forward, said Nega Eddie, dramatically initiating a flashback. Nega Flash Forward. Nega, terrible work, my molecular-brained underlings, said Nega Eddie, holding up the Menacer in one hand and Eddie's lasagna in the other, and a leg in one hand and a breb in the other. No, burb. Now with the power... Huh?
It's a reference to the YouTube poop fesh pins.
Okay. I don't think I've seen that one in a while.
You should watch it. It's a classic.
It sounds like a good one. I know I've heard of it. Now, with the power of both absolute good and absolute nega, I should be able to take over the world and defeat Rega Eddie. But bellowed Nega Eddie, followed by a menacing Lafzanya. Nega time joke. Oh, I bet it was Fieldgar who'd want a piece of that, said Drek. Really? That was your first thought? Whatever. Have fun doodling around in whatever time this universe has left. Nega Eddie, out, said Nega Eddie as he stopped existing there. Wait a minute. If the universe ends, Space Jam 3 will never be seen. I gotta tell Shaq, said Drek as he ordered an Uber on his phone. Aw, sweet, man-made porn is behind my comprehension. Once the Uber finally arrived, he had opened the passenger door to see that the driver was none other than Bunu himself. Get in car, we go fast, said Bunu, using his telekinesis to violently suck him into the passenger seat, closed the door, and started driving to the airport at exactly the speed limit. Drek then arrived at the airport. Quadlibet Arians. All right. Whoever wants to read next, we could switch out at any point because I know some of these chapters are gonna be pretty long. So.
Yeah, but first you should probably watch the fucking an anime intro.
This right here. It's a video.
Yeah.
I sincerely hope they try to copyright strike this, because that means it's canon.
Yeah.
Didn't you put this in the Discord? Okay, I thought I saw this before. It's pretty good, though. Masterpiece, even. Minetta.
By the way, we wrote this first chapter so long ago that the Space Jam 3 joke is originally about Space Jam 2.
Oh, really?
Space Jam 2 actually came out.
Oh, so that was before it actually came out.
Yeah.
Or it was... That's pretty good. How long did you say this was in the... Oh, like, Rockhawk. Fuck yeah. How long did you say this was in the making?
For like 2 years.
Three.
Almost
Chapter every couple months.
Is that so flow Antonio? God damn it.
So yeah, the memes will get more relevant as we go through the story.
That's pretty. It's like a living time machine. It slowly travels to the modern day.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we deliberately tried to avoid going back and like adjusting any of the jokes for like to make up for
Just so it's outdated once you go to the end. That's
yeah,
pretty funny.
that part of the
Like these
show.
early chapters, like were before Among Us was even a thing.
Are you for
Yeah.
God? So
You
like
can, you
20.
can definitely tell. You can tell when things like Among Us and Living with Wario get popular because we'll start using the jokes
Oh
in
God,
the
there's
story.
Living with Wario in this too. Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Fuck yeah. So but I take it like 2019 or so. It was like 2019, 2018. Yeah, that's about.
I think it was
Super early 2019 is when we started, right?
maybe. I don't.
Okay, that makes sense.
Must
I
have
was
been.
just wondering what.
Yeah, because it was January.
Damn, this was before COVID times. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Ow. All right. So whoever wants to read next, be my guest.
I can read probably.
All right.
Yeah.
That. Chapter 1. He's the leader of Korea. He's got diarrhea. Drek then arrived at the airport, said Drek. Sir, I said that will be 21 or 12.69 and we only take cash, said Buddha. All right, fine, said Drek, handing him 1,200 Drek dollars. Keep the change, handsome, said Drek forever after, running away. Wait a minute, I love money, said Drek, taking back the Drek dollars. Why are you running? Said Bunu, chasing after him. The chase immediately slowed down when Drek got to security. Sir, you can't bring that in, said security. Why not? Asked Drake as his Mac was in his suitcase. Oh, fine, said Drake, putting his entire Mac in a single bin. And don't forget to take off your shoes, said security. Why, do you have a foot fetish or something? Asked Drake, remembering homecoming. James Hennessy began sweating as he was in line behind Drake. Bunu also put his entire taxi in one of the bins. Once cleared, Drake grabbed his mech suit and darted to the plane. Bunu was arrested, however, as they found out his taxi was an Oopscanistan uh, Afghanistan 02.3 counterfeit. Made a stench of my dirty taxi cause you vehicular manslaughter, said Bunu, cursing him. If everyone would soon take your seats, this plane will soon take off. There may or may not be a 9/11 joke, so brace yourselves, said the pilot. Phew, safe and sass, said Drek before. Just then someone grabbed Drek's hands and looked him in the eyes. Remember me for who I am, not for who I was, said Markiplier. Who are you, said Drek. Hello, everybody, Markiplier, said hello, everybody, Markiplier. Drek then disjointed his bone hand to make Markiplier let go of him. Markiplier then sat next to him because it was his assigned seat. Exactly multiple hours later, the plane finally started to take off. Everyone was in complete agony from the ear thing that happens when you fly, except people who didn't have ears, like Drek. Also, there was a fucking army of stink bugs on the plane because of the air conditioner. The plane, the plane crew treated it like a terrorist attack, like when Sora tried to get in Smash, and they had an
That
That's
emergency
aged
also
landing.
very
before
well.
Sora got. That's before
Yes,
Sora.
this was I think even before Min Min was announced.
Yeah, that was
I think.
this 2019. That was forever ago. Sora was like late 2021, right? I don't know. I lose track of years.
Yeah, this was like before there was even a Challenger Pack 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was probably even before then. That was like when Byleth was announced, if I remember correctly.
I
Yeah.
think
So I
so.
think it was really early 2019, if I remember correctly, or 20. I can't fucking remember honestly. Wait, was that when
Whether
Joker was announced?
no,
Yeah,
no,
Joker was
Joker.
the first one, right?
Yeah, he's the very first. Hold on, I gotta look that up.
It was
Joker.
probably right after Joker was announced.
Because yeah, Smash Bros didn't come out until 2018, so it would have had to been. Byleth couldn't have been out. Ultimate. He was confirmed on December 6th, 2018.
Yeah, no, that's because we started returns in January of
Okay, so that was like
2019, I think.
Joker was announced, but point is that's way before Fighter Pass 2 was even a thing. Damn.
Where they were supposed to be anyway. Ah, Korea. It smells like Gangnam Style, said Drek. Markiplier then immediately completely destroyed a kid and had his ass destroyed in 20 seconds. Drek then hopped on the train to Busan. Now then, according to the map, it says Shaq has been living here for a while. I wonder how he's changed, thought Drex, running into a Korean high school. Oh yeah, woof, said Drex, slipping and tripping and ripping his hipping. Good gravy, I slipped and almost died on that pile of gold bond. Wait a sec, said Drex, following the trail of gold bond to a certain classroom. Within the classroom was gone because Shaq had committed Korean high school RP and everyone was dead. Shaq, what did you do? Said Drake. I'm sorry. I moved here to get away from all the chaos once my father passed away, but I couldn't help myself when I found this high school, said Jack. I meant, what did you do with your hair? It looks like you actually have it, said Jack. Thanks, random guy, said Jack, since he had never interacted
God,
with Jack before. On a boat like Caillou?
not
We gotta get
public
Jack back,
guy.
said Jack. Right here, said Jack. Jack, get back. Oh, wait, it's just Jack, said Jack. So why did you come all the way here? Asked Jack. Well, you know that Eddie guy, asked Drek? Oh yeah, the Giga Chad one who is a literal god? Yeah, we've had a few encounters, said Jack. No, not the Chad one, the Virgin one, said Drek. Oh, you mean Nega Eddie? Yeah, that guy's the CEO of Virgin Airlines, said Jack. Well, yeah, anyways, he's kind of eating Eddie's lasagna and taking over the multiverse. Think you could give me a hand at stopping him, Astric? I don't know, the whole saving the multiverse in a humorous fashion phase is kind of behind me. I think three main stories and an indeterminate amount of side stories is enough. Plus, I'm retired, said Shaq. Okay, see you around, said Drek, as he got back on the plane and went home. Wait, said Shaq, causing the plane to control Z. Yes, said Drek. I lied. I hate Garena. All the K-pop fans make me want to commit, not inhale, and exhale oxygen. Please get me the hell out of here, said Jack, as several K-pop fans were breathing down his neck. They keep using K-pop breakdancing to get across political points on Twitter. We are not safe here, said Jack. Dude, we're getting the Nutshaq back together, said Drek. The Nutshaq, that's a name I haven't heard in years. Wonder what those glorious bastards are up to now, said Jack. Like, scam, let's get out of here, said Drek as they took Eddie's land submarine back to unnamed city. Suddenly they teleported back to Korea. Wait, what? Said Drek. See, with Eddie's power being drained, we can't do shit like that as much. Well, unfortunately, we have to take a plane, said Shaq. As long as it's not Virgin Airlines, said Drek. Wait, take me with you, said Markiplier. Where you, said Shaq? Hello, Markiplier, said Markiplier. The Korean KGB then beat Markiplier to a handsome baritone pulp. Ew, pulp, said Kim Jong un, playing 4D chess with Donald Trump and never going to the bathroom and inventing the hamburger and then, and then threw more Markiplier back up onto a plane back to the USA. Jack and Shaq then jumped on a plane for a free ride. Hey, nerd, I
I
have
have.
schizophrenia. Some amount of time, 9 hours, 27 minutes, 9.3 seconds, 0.2 micro pp seconds later, Jack, Drake, and Markiplier arrived back in Unnamed City. Hello, everybody. Me, remember me for who I am and not who I was, said Markiplier. Unnamed City smells good, said Shaq. We gotta get Terry back, said Drake. I don't know who Terry is, but I bet he doesn't, sorry, but I bet he doesn't have as chudly of a voice as I do, said Markiplier. Did you not read Terry's Tale, said Jack, looking displeased and unsupple. Are you kidding me? I can't do a Let's Play series on a book, said Markiplier. This is boring. Let's play play some video games, said Mark E. Plier, as he gamerly walked into a local Super Frankie Ball tournament. Oh, what? Super Frankie Ball? I was hoping for 5 nights at Frankie's, said Markiplier. What's Jablin Jables? Said a voice as Markiplier trampled him. Oops, I didn't see you there. My foreskin was in the way, said Markiplier. Hey, Mark, I think that guy is playing a game, or I think that guy is playing a game and you fucking ruined it. Nice, said Drake. Ah, it's all good, man. Nah, it's all good, said the man. Who is still, who is still playing Super Frankie Ball on the PS Triple? I ain't talking about that. We. Whoa, aren't you Jablinski Games? Said Jack. Yeah, it's me. What's Jablin? Said Jablinski. Hmm, said Trek. What is it, Drekinator? Oh, Shaq. That guy looks kinda like Jack Black, said Drek. What? No, he doesn't. What the heck are you talking about? Said Markiplier. Jack Black? Yeah, that guy's such an ass. Good thing he died in that marching accident, said Jablinski. Jack died? Aw, shit, man. F, said Jack. So, anyways, who are you playing against? Asked Markiplier. It's me! said Terry from behind the television, causing the live studio audience to applaud and cheer. Terry Crews, the CEO of Smelling Good, said Drek. That's right, it's me, Armpit Hair, screamed Terry's armpit hair, and I'm the CVT of Gold Bond, said Jack. Don't you mean CEO? Said Drek. My interests are quite wide, said Shaq, eyebrow wiggling while Section 2 ball stretching. Wait, Shaq, aren't you supposed to be in Korea while having diarrhea? Asked Terry. We all make mistakes in the heat of moisturizer, Terry, said Shaq, getting supple. Oh yeah, and Eddie's lasagna got eaten by Neg Eddie. He's gonna destroy the multiverse or something, said Drek, causing Terry to spit out his Old Spice yogurt onto some guy who looks like John but isn't. What? Said Terry. I know, I was just as surprised as you that I didn't get my own side story, said Markiplier, standing in the chat post to entice the authors to write a story about him. What are we gonna do? Said Terry. Go for snow cone? Said Drek. Well, you and me have some unfinished business, said Kaplinski. Actually, it's you and I, said Fastidious Beaver, who was in the crowd sitting in the fetal position. All right, let's get gaming, fellow gamers, said Terry as he and Japlinski walked on stage and prepared for an epic gamer moment. As it was the final round of the tournament. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final round of Super Duper Frankie Balls Rockin' Bananaganza World Tour on Ice of Doom and Destruction, yelled the announcer. Hey, that's my family you're talking about, said the shark from SpongeBob who wasn't in the scene. It's the final round. It's the final round of this absolutely exhilarating battle of skill and wit. Who will come out on top? Will it be the master of muscle, the paramount of power, the undeniable king of cool, Terry Crews? Shouted the announcer, causing the crowd to cheer in a good smelling manner. Or will it be our victor, the jack of all trades, the master of manipulation, the absolute unit himself, Jablinski Games? Squeezed the announcer. Where did he get those? Where did he get these nicknames? 4chan with no source? Heckled Markiplier. Yeah, actually, no. Where'd you get that? Reddit with, ooh, big black man, fuck my wife, mocked the announcer, pointing at Mark. Hello, everybody, my name's Markiplier, said Markiplier, taking advantage of the situation to get more attention. Anyways, let the games begin, said the announcer as he started the competition. Jack subtly handed Terry a bottle of gamer juice and drank it. May the best gamer win, said Terry. Wait, you're letting me win, said Jaflinski. Not if I have anything to say about it, and I do, said Terry, causing Frankie to perform a speed running tactic that lets her fly through walls. Speed, said Jablinski, doing a triple kickflip deluxe on Frankie's spine to obtain terminal velocity. Ooh, it looks like this one's gonna be close, folks, said the announcer. No, it isn't. I'm clearly winning, said Terry. Yeah, it really is, said Jablinski. It's really anyone's game, said the announcer. Dude, he's winning by like a good 3/4 of a lap, said Terry. Will you shut up? The audience eats up this kind of dramatic conclusion, said the announcer. Oh no, wait, sorry. What the fuck's wrong with me? Said the Daytona guy because it was a 50-lap race on the Daytona map. Whoa, holy fish-based foreskin, it's a photo finish, said the announcer as Terry finished the race 16 seconds before Jablinski because of that turbo boost item thing. GG, said both Terry and Jablinskinator. Once Terry received this prize, Jablinski joined the gang and they decided to go back to Shaq's house to formulate a plan. Oh, mother, I'm home, said Shaq, entering his old abode. Mama, said Shaq as he entering the dark living room and turning on a light to find Mammy and Snaps on the couch together, holding hands. Mama, that's a megaton, said Shaq, turning and hiding in the corner. Don't you know how to greet a new pal? Turn around and shake my hand, said Snaps. Corey got a meat hand, said Drake. Where's Vincent? Asked Markiplier. He's not with us anymore, said Mammy. Sadly, he passed away due to non-poliosis colorectal cancer,
Damn.
said Terry. Sad, said Drek as he booted up the Vincent Memorial too. So, why is Snass here? Asked Shaq. I befriended Bold Italy Undertale. Your mom last night. Said Snass. Man, weren't you in my 11th grade class? Asked Shaq. Don't worry about it, son, said Snass. Anyways, we gotta stop Neg Eddie from doing whatever it is that he does. And I doubt we could do that with just the three of us, said Drek. Not with that attitude, said Jack. There are seven of us, said Markiplier, aka the Monopoly Man. I agree with the multi-chin man, or chin guy, said Terry. Well then, it's settled, Shaq. You've gotta get that nut check. Terry Crew and all of the other OCs we used to hang out back to, you used to hang out with back together, said Mammy. All of them? Aren't there like 9 billion? Asked Drek. Not with that attitude, said Shaq. Remember what my ex-husband once said Mammy. There's power in numbers? Asked Jack. No, he said nothing and loudly grunted silently as he flipped me off in the hallway, said Mammy. There's something wrong with my
What is
pants.
that image for?
It's from fucking what's it called?
Garfield without
Garfield without
Garfield.
Garfield.
Man, what's it for though?
Nothing.
Nice. I was just
There's
wondering.
there's a
Yeah.
point in time
Jack's
in the
we just kind of shove images in for no reason.
there's a
I
point
kind
in
of
time
figured, but
where
I was just wondering.
we just started like taking random images and throwing them in any places where there wasn't a lot of images.
That's fair. Is that the Peter one on the past page as well?
Yeah,
Okay, I
that
thought so.
meme became relevant way after we wrote that chapter. We just kind of added it.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes the image is relevant, but sometimes
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just...
I see.
It'll be obvious when they're relevant though.
Okay, I didn't know if there was like a secret 200 IQ reference I was missing.
No, don't worry.
All right.
Well, if there's power in numbers and we need lots of it to fight Negati, we should probably start getting the OGOCs back, said Drek. If you know about the if you know about the OGOCs, you must have read my book. By Shacks for Shacks, said Shack, pulling out Shack's Day Out. What? No, I can't read because I'm one of Gluttony's OCs, said Druk. Perry then escorted everyone to the Shackmobile. Everyone in the Shackmobile, said Terry as he violently throttled everyone in the direction of the Shackmobile. Dude, we're getting the band back together, said Shaq. What band? Said Drek. This one, said Shaq, flex sealing a rubber band back together. Markiplier then played a rim shot on his drum set to add another meaning to the band joke. Shaq then hit the squeeze into the driver's seat as he had grown up since his last ride in it. I'm in a Shackmobile and my butt's too big for the seats. The seats on ride. That's me yelling. As they pulled out of the driveway, Manowar watched them through a window as he slid down a secret hatch to start his first mission in a few years. The rivalry returns. Unfortunately, the suck pipe wasn't working as intended, so he slid down at a 0.0050 inches per barrage. The rivalry will return eventually.
Quick question: is Gluttony the other person that wrote or worked on
Yeah,
this?
he was the fourth one.
Okay, I was just wondering. I thought so. I just saw the name Gluttony.
Don't worry, there'll be plenty of jokes.
Oh, I'm well aware. I was briefed on that.
Yeah, I gave him a heads up. There's gonna be a lot of Gluttony OC.
So Drex his OC.
Yeah.
Okay, because yeah, that was referring to Drek. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was told about him.
I could try and take this chapter.
All right.
Chapter 2. M.
Place your
All right,
item
so
in the bagging area. It's a
Ooh.
great image.
Oh yeah. Place your item in the bagging area. Classic. Alright, so who's at the top of the list? Asked Markiplier. Let's see, said Shaq. It says suddenly a spaceship crashed, landed directly onto the Shackmobile. Dude, watch where you're parking that thing, said Terry. Oh, sorry, dude, my bad, said Xenomorph as he took off back into the atmosphere. He was then banned from the server. To-do list step? Said Terry. No, it says to get a haircut. And I'm really overdue for a haircut, said Shaq, pulling into the Great Hair Club. I think I'm gonna get a foreskin trim done. What do you guys think? Said Markiplier. Oh, Aquaman, but you can call me handsome guy, said Aquaman, jumping down from space and blasting Markiplier with a high-pressure water cannon. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, but you can call me handsomer guy, said Markiplier, as the moisture made his shirt cling to his rippling muscles and short stature. Oh no, he's hot, said Aquaman. Oh no, he's not. At least not with that hair, said George, yoinking Markiplier into the Great Hair Club building. Shaq and friends strolled right in. Didn't you just get your haircut, Shaq? Asked Gold Steve Irwin Metaton. It grew, said Shaq, who suddenly grew an afro like a chia pet. Gold Steve Irwin Metaton then got to work on Shaq's fro as Jablinski waltzed over to the front desk. What's Javelin? I'm here to see someone named Johnny, asked Jablinski. Johnny? That's a name I haven't heard in over 5 minutes. He's right there. Hey, Johnny, how's it hanging? Said Shaq. Who are you people? Asked Johnny. Johnny, we did the joke of you not remembering us last story, said Terry. True, but that was like 5 years ago, canonically. Do you know how many things I've done since then? Said Johnny. How many? Asked Jablinski. Well, I turned a monkey into meat chunks. That was pretty noteworthy, said Johnny. Did you do anything else? Said Drake. Oh, yeah, get this. I turned a monkey into meat chunks, said Johnny. You know, if you did that 3 times, it would probably be really funny, said Shaq. I think I did it 1, 2, 3 times. Yeah, 74 times, said Johnny. Egg, 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 said everybody, said everyone, violent, laughing violently, causing an earthquake and leveling a nearby hospital. Wait, Johnny, you learned to count? Said Shaq after calming down. Well, when you're fucking copious amounts of big tutu alien ladies, you gotta keep track somehow, said Johnny before striking a signature pose. Hoo ha ha. It's the Space Johnny image.
Amazing. I miss
Oh,
Big Nibba.
yeah. He's there he is with the fucking gun.
Fucking beautiful. Oh.
Oh, that's great. But Johnny, you gotta join us. We're getting the Nut Shack back together to go on one final banana ganza to defeat Nega Edward from destroying the multiverse, said Shaq. Meverse? That doesn't sound like a good idea, said Johnny. Johnny, think about all the women you'll get to see again, like all the OCs that are female, and then there are lots of, said Terry. I don't know, guys. I'm having a pretty good time over here at the Great Hair Club trademark, where I meet women on the daily, said Gianni Briavo. Anyways, you don't need me. Nobody even remembers me, said Johnny, reflecting in the reflections of his own reflection and magnitude. Are you kidding? Said Shaq and Terry, simultaneously breaking into their old-fashioned one of their old-fashioned contractually obligated songs, even though it's a story. So, and then there's this part, which is based on fucking the Phineas and Ferb Fabulous song, if you couldn't tell.
Okay, that's pretty good.
But I'm not exactly known for my singing, so I think I'll just read it.
That's fair.
I don't need to tell you what you already know. You're the one with style, the whole darn show. The other guys can stay subtle, okay, but next to you, their jokes are a gay. Well, they say true beauty, it comes from within, but you have to be comfortable with your own skin. So I exfoliate with this foot powder cream. Just look at me, I look like Mr. Clean. But with a swanky pompadour and nothing like Mr. Clean. You're the one, yes, you're the star. We we need you back in Shaq's car. You're fabulous. I'm so hunky. You're fabulous. I really am. You're the one we all can't see. It's all about you. This is not a meme. You're fabulous. I'm fabulous. You're fabulous. I'm hunkalicious. Now, no two people are like each other, so don't get caught lacking simping for another. Unless, of course, you're simping for me, because that gives you individuality. Nice pop, but back to the matter at hand. So what do you say? Are you back in the shack? Penny nigga. Well, maybe if I can find my own limit. Dude, we're getting the nut shack together. You're the one who sets the bar, the popular king, the fashion czar. You're fabulous. I'm chanulous. You're fabulous. Anybody else's brain hurt? You're the one we all can't see. It's all about you. I gotta go pee. You're fabulous. I'm so delicious. You're fabulous. I gotta have more. After Johnny came out of the bathroom, he took off his sunglasses to reveal more sunglasses and stared at Shaq intently. I'm in, he said like Cotton Hill agreeing to buy a Mexican condo. Woohoo, yeah, said Shaq, Terry, Markiplier, Drek, Jablinski, Snas, Mammy, George, and Gold Steve Irwin Metaton. On one condition, said Johnny. What? Said Snas. I can't think of anything, I just wanted to say that, said Johnny. The however many of them then got in the Shackmobile. Where to next, guys? Asked Shaq. Johnny then had a PTSD to space Johnny. And then he thought about CBT. We should go to Honkabajonkadogs for some steamy CBT, screeched Johnny. I was gonna suggest we go grocery shopping, but that's a fine substitute, said Shaq, driving them to the newly opened Honkabajonkadonks in unnamed city. As the KK crew approached the Honkabajonkadonks, the sound of nutting filled the air. This is disgusting, vile, perverted, and extremely fucked up. Lenny's totally in there, said Shaq. As Shaq walked in, he noticed Irish fishing Chad on a date with a pufferfish. There, cheese game sphere. Not in public, lassie,
Oh god.
said Irish fishing Chad. Nutting noise, said cheese game sphere, the pufferfish, as it ate a carrot. So Irish fish, extremely loud nutting noise, said cheese game sphere before Irish fishing Chad beat it to death and then took off his hat in respect. Aye, the good ones always die young, he said before crying. Thankfully, I already don't remember this, said Irish Fishing Chad before putting down another pufferfish named Cheese Globe. Hey, dude, you wanna join us dudes in the fight against a really evil dude, said Dude Direct. Aye, lad, I don't have much else to do, said Scottish Fishing Dude. Oh, said Cheese Globe. Shut your mouth before there's a genuine carrot lodged in it, said IFC. Ugh, quietly noised Cheese Globe. Well, it's been exactly 0 minutes, 0 seconds, and 0 nanoseconds since our last visit to Honkabajunkadonks, RC, said Johnny. RC, said Terry. CBT, said Jaflinsky. Vitamin K, said Snass, who was downing a crate full of polar bear kidneys. Wait a second, you guys have never been to Honkabajunkadonks before, have you? Asked Johnny. Well, yeah, technically, said Shaq before Johnny crashed the Shackmobile that was already parked inside into the building and then ordered food for everyone. The food here is awful, but the waitresses. Whoa, mama, said Johnny. Here comes one now, said Drek, feeling up the creases on his triple chins. Play it cool, boys, said Johnny before leaning over to the waitress. Well, hello there, pretty mama. You work here often? Said Johnny. I don't work here, said a masculine voice. That's quite the voice you got there, said Johnny. Let me try, said Shaq, clearing his throat. Wowie mother, said Shaq. Was it? Said Mamie. It's been a while, said the waitress, turning around to reveal that it was actually Lenny. Lenny, said Johnny, throwing up in his mouth a little. Lenny, why do you look like that? Said Terry. Look here, listen, pal. I got my PhD in cock and ballology, and let's just say I took balls deep a little further than I should have, said Lenny, who was wearing a girl's skin. He then took it off and then sat down at the table. How's it hanging? Said Lenny. Oh, like a Jew in the Holocaust, said Shaq. Where's my drink, oval head? Said Johnny. Suddenly a force from under the table placed Johnny's smoothie on the table. Thanks, I guess, said Johnny, taking a big sippy. Johnny then spit out his drink at Jack's face. This smoothie isn't pulp-free. I want to speak to the manager, said Johnny. Whatever you say, Karen, said Lenny, signaling over a large man. Yo, what's up? There gonna be a problem here, said Upgrade with two D's for the double dose of reappearing it. Actually a word according to Google Docs. There are kidney stones in my smoothie, said Johnny. Sorry, sir, one moment, said Upgrade, leaning back. Please make me some soup, he yelled. I'm on it, said T-34, tanking her way over to the kitchen. Katomi then started dancing provocatively nearby. Oh my, baby better not be getting any more dumb ideas, said Mammy, looking disappointed at Shaq. What can I say, Mammy? The waitresses at this Chuck E. Cheese are dummy thick. Oh, my chins are all sticky and moist, said Drek. Suddenly the table started floating because Rock Nibbo was lifting it up for cleaning lady to sweep inside his chins. Chimney sweep, said cleaning lady. Hey, handsome, said Jenny Bravo, tending to the neighboring table. Misha then brought out Johnny's new drink, pulp free. Here you go, handsome, said Misha. Her, said her, attending to the crops out back. Oh yeah, and I'm now associated with all these people for some reason. Aren't we forgetting someone? Said Upgrade. We forgot that it's not important, said Wallaweeze. You're probably right, said Johnny. Dot 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 dot. Her, said her. You're right, her. I think genocide is acceptable in some situations, but that's kind of irrelevant to our current situation, don't you think? Said Upgrade. I mean, it's actually kind of relevant because Nega Eddie wants to genocide all the Nega OCs. What? Said Terry. Terry, you've known about this for an entire chapter now, said Jiplinski. You guys ever think maybe we use fourth wall breaking jokes as an easy scapegoat for when we can't think of a punchline a bit too much? Said Kitomi. What do you what do you know? You're the third least important hoe from Space Johnny, said Upgrade, bringing out the chef-o-meter chart. The sprem is white. At the bottom we have her. While her political viewpoints are interesting to be sure, they're far too controversial, making her to have a very low appeal to the mainstream. Next on the list is you, with your obvious lack of distinct characteristics, making you a difficult character to write into situations. After you, we get to the hoes who are actually have an impact on the story, starting with T-34 and Misha. They're relatively important, however, they play off each other too much to be truly relevant. After those two comes Jenny, who, while playing a key role in developing the story and characters, isn't actually much of a character on her own. Cleaning Lady is the first actually important hoe, because she's very handy in more ways than one, with a rock nibba on her side. And finally, at the top of the list, we have the godly box cutter hoe, said Upgrade, going on a rant to prove nothing, other than the fact that women are objects and should be treated as such. So, are you joining us on the quest, or are you joining us on the quest? Said Johnny. Well, the two dialogue options I have are yeah and oh yes, because this entire series is just a mod of Paper Mario. So I guess we are, said Lenny. And that goes for everyone working here, said Upgrade. Gentlemen, let us go, said Terry as they paid for the meal for once. Lenny then stood up, causing something to hit the table. Fuck, said a voice. Oop, sorry about that, said Lenny as Panty was sucking him off for a Scooby snack under the table the whole time. So no head? Asked Shaq. As they re-entered the Shaqmobile, Mammy started throttling Shaq's neck. Darn it, Shaq, you supposed to be looking after your little brother Carlton, she screamed. Mama, oh, yelled Shaq while being choked. Oh, Carl's at my house with Sheen and Bulby. They're having one of those newfangled midday bull riding sessions, said Terry. Shaq then floored it to Terry's house while still being strangled.
Is that
As
Mama?
they arrived,
Oh, supposed to be Mario Scream and Mario Sunshine?
yeah, I think so.
Okay, because I thought I recognized that.
I don't think I wrote that sentence, but it probably is.
Okay, that's what it sounded like.
As they arrived at Terry's house, everyone started to get out of the car. What the heck are you guys doing? You aren't coming to my house with pits like those, said Terry, taking only Shaq inside. As Shaq and Terry bursted into Sheen's room, they were on the phone with an unknown individual. We'll scratch his bush if he scratches ours, capiche? Said Sheen. Oh God, please, for all that is Eddie, stop talking. I can't hear out of my left ear anymore, said the man on the phone. Sheen, hey, what's up, brother? Said Sheen. Come with us to the universe. Come with us to stop the universe from ending, and I'll buy you any game you want when we get back, said Terry. Ultra Lord's super fantastic collectathon of ballistic treasures, rapped Sheen because he's a SoundCloud rapper now. Oh yeah, said Carl, riding a llama made out of croissants. That's his character development. Slap, 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 clap, 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 said Bulby. Terry stopped at his mom's dispenser before getting back in the car with the boys. Thanks for the ride, partner, said the engineer, hopping into the mobile of Shackitude. What's up, diggity dogs? Give me a high five, said Sheen. Markiplier then threw Sheen out of the car like a football. You can't get rid of me that easily, said Sheen, jogging back to
Is
it.
that fucking Phineas and Ferb fan art?
I don't even remember where that image came from.
No, that looks like Phineas. I think?
Oh, it
I don't know,
definitely is.
actually.
It definitely is Phineas and Ferb.
It was
Yeah, it looks
definitely
like the
one of those
characters.
moments. It was one of those moments where like I looked something up and then scrolled really far down and it showed up and then like midway through writing a chapter and I was just like, all right, I'm throwing that in.
That's fair.
I I I'll be honest, I didn't contribute that much at the start of writing this and just kind of mostly just threw in random pictures and then the occasional joke.
That's pretty good. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's fucking good.
The mobile, now filled with several OCs, then made a stop at Radio Shack. It's funny because they used my name without my permission, said Shaq. Sure, it's funny now, but imagine if it was called Shack Radio Shack. The Shack Radio Shack Shack. The rule of three is proves that there would be a chuckle and a half, said Johnny. Why are we stopping here? Said Markiplier with his gentle flowing locks drifting gently in the breeze. Said Markiplier with his mental glowing docks lifting gently in the squeeze. Well, now that we are here, I might as well do my job, said Snas, getting out of the car. Now that we're at the Radio Shack where we need to be, get out of the Shack mobile now. You work at Radio Shack, said Mammy. What do you think I am, a meat-a-ton walking into a Radio Shack after saying that I might as well do my job, said Snas. Yes, said Shaq. Well, not, 'cause that's not how meat-a-ton is spelled, said Snas as he walked inside. Well, I'm ready to go if you are, said Mark. Said nobody before he slammed on the gas and started the trip to the next location of interest.
Subplot chapter 1.
Yeah, the gimmick of this story is every subplot chapter we got a podcast hosted by Snas and Isabel.
Amazing. Were there sub chapters in the past?
I think there was in Returns.
Okay, this is Returns though.
Or sorry, I meant Shaq's Day Out too.
Okay, I guess I
Yeah.
didn't remember that.
Before Shaq's Day Out 2, though, it was usually just like in the middle of a chapter, like the subplot would happen. But
Yeah, that's what I
like,
thought I noticed before. It was just like the main chapters, and then they just threw it in. Or you guys just threw it into the. Hold on. There's somebody saying the audio's low, but my mic is on max. I don't know what the fucks. I don't know if you guys are experiencing it as well, or if you guys can hear fine, or you probably aren't even listening to it, so it doesn't get in the.
Turned on the stream volume and it sounds fine.
Huh. Yeah, 'cause my volume's on max on at least on OBS. But I'm trying to think if would gain work. Not fuck it. I'll turn gain up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Okay, that's it. Before we go, Mario Sunshine. I want to hear him scream, because I swear that's what happens when Mario hits lava.
It totally is.
This is very important. This is gonna be.
What drove us to create the most rugged Honda vehicles yet? It's the courage to challenge
You gotta
convention.
get like a
Rise to the
music
challenge.
box or
This is a great ad.
Pilot
This is
and all
awesome.
new Passport Trail Sports.
Yep, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. Yeah, that's a little edited, but that's the same scream. Okay, what?
I'll take this one.
All right. There we go. Cool.
Subplot chapter 1. So the way we wrote the Snaz Isabel podcast is instead of saying stead blank, it's just colon. So I'll just read what they say instead.
Wait, so how's it done? SNAS A.
It's just structured
yeah.
differently.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying there's something. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Snaz, you're here. Yeah, sorry, it took me a bit longer than it should have. I had to bum a ride off these weirdos who were really, really bald. Like a weird amount of them were bald. Well, now that you're here, we can start the podcast. Would you do the honors? Hello, I'm the Meatathon. I remember it, so you don't have to. Thank you for all tuning in, by the way. What do you feel like talking about, Snas? So, Isabel, what are your thoughts on the story so far? Well, War Elephant. Right. Well, War Elephant. Can't you say anything but War Elephant? Yes. Prove it, fella. Ness, you can't say that. It's racist. My great-great-grandfather was African. Really? He was a poopy skinton. So anyway,
Skin.
I personally think this story is going pretty swimmingly. How about you? No, this shit blows. Not enough meat, too much bald. Aren't you also bald? I have a very healthy head of meat. Doesn't that make you a meathead?
Er,
Funny story to come, so don't touch that dial, except TVs don't have dials anymore, and this is a story. Meat pun. Don't worry, we'll make sure to have an actual guest next time. Meanwhile, in this story's Manowar subplot, Manowar slid into the underbelly of Shaq's house like a kid sliding down a slide and breaking his kneecaps. Ah, good afternoon, Agent P, said Major Arnold. You look so handsome with your hair like that. You should wear it that was more often. And you never call me anymore, started Arnold as Manowar, giving Arnold the stink eyeball. Alright, I get it. Just thought you might be happy to see me after such a long time. Sagmaster is Sagmaster is over at Professor Oak's Pokemon meat grinding factory. Now go! said Arnold. Manowar then got out of there like outerwear. You know, sir, no one's held meat since my mama, said Carl. Professor Oak's Pokemon meat grinding factory. Ah, Manny the Manopus, said Sagmaster as he was practicing for when Manowar would inevitably show up. Just then, Manowar quantum tunneled his way into existence next to Sagmaster. Ah, Pussy the Mano Man, said Sagmaster. Wait, fuck, can you do that again? I messed up my line, yelled Sagmaster. Scene, yelled Gary Oak as one of his bikini babes did the director clappy thing but with their cheeks. Everyone take 5. We're gonna have to reshoot the whole movie, yelled Gary as they all left for donuts. Man, that line is real tough, said Sagmaster. A midget then crawled out of Manowar like how I was nailing this midget when my mom walked in. God, this costume reeks, said the midget. The real Manowar then came flying at 666 football fields per 63 shakes of a lamb's undertail, hitting the midget in the face. The rivalry ends. Ah, hey, Manny the Pansy Monkeys. Nice to see you again. Thought you might have died. Now let's just get right to the beholding, said Sagmaster as the Underminer was waiting patiently under the floorboards. Behold, the coconut gauntlet button thingy, said Sagmaster with a contraption that looked like Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet but made out of a coconut shell.
was that actually an episode of Phineas and Ferb? I do not remember that.
I
Yeah,
haven't
That
seen
is
the
scarily
episode.
accurate.
that's definitely a real screenshot.
I mean, it
don't know
looks
what.
pretty real. It doesn't look like it's fake at all. That's pretty good.
Who is this? Asked Professor Oak. Oh, excuse my manners. Portuguese Manowar, Professor Oak. Professor Oak, Portuguese Manowar. Manowar is my professor from college, and Oak is my arch nemesis, said Sagmaster. Manowar jiggled slightly from the Underminer's tumors pulsating that were waiting patiently under the floorboards. So far, I'm unimpressed. Show me what this baby can do, Saggy, said Professor Oak as a shuckle broke the meat grinder because its defense was too high. And now, with the snap of my meaty chicken fingers, I will destroy at least a good portion of the tri-state area, said Sagmaster, snapping along the summertime by Shaggy. It was very quickly apparent that nothing happened. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Get out of my meat grinding factory, you simp, said Oak. I guess he couldn't handle the Oak style, said Gary. Oh yeah? You think you're so good, huh? Not being impressed by my new coconut gauntlet thingy? Well, maybe you should take a visit to the realm of the coconut cream showers, said Sagmaster, snapping once more, deleting Professor Oak from existence. Just for good measure, I'd better snap a few more times, said Sagmaster. He snapped like 38 times, each time killing Klaus and then bringing him back over and over, which caused him intense pain and suffering. Haha, yes, said Sagmaster, giving himself a prostate exam with the meaty gauntlet. But he was actually just pressing a button inside his lower regions, which trapped Manowar in a bucket. Sagmaster then ate a microphone. Cripple sack to the principal's office! Cripple sack to the principal's office! Said Sagmaster. Man, I need to hire an intern, said Sagmaster as Cripple Sack hovered in. Wait, how did I get here? Asked Cripple Sack. He then flexed his big muscles that he now had after several hours of working out in between stories. As he flexed vigorously around the room, he accidentally knocked over the bucket Manowar was in. Manowar slowly sagged out. You invest, you bin, you imbinile. I spent a good I spent good money on that bucket, and now Manowar's probably gonna call for backup. You gotta stop him, said Sagmaster as he watched from a safe distance. Manowar was finally pressured enough to summon his fit Doobie Doobie Dooba times two at the exact same time as Cripple Sack, who summoned his Sit, the experiment. The Sits were crippled, which Sagmaster bludgeoned to death with his "We are going to beat you to death" button. Wow, that was probably the worst joke in the entire story, and we aren't even a quarter way done with it, said Sagmaster. Cripple Sack had a mini stroke and then called in Heinrich for backup since he's buff and overpowered. Something Heinrich would say, said Jamie Heinrichard as he grabbed Manowar with his meaty Thanos fingies. Aha! I finally captured Manowar with the help of this smelly guy, said Sagmaster. Now
Yeah,
what?
but,
Nipple Sag. What?
yeah, but I think these like few paragraphs are pretty funny because this was about the time where Gluttony wasn't even helping us write, and he just kind of he put a bunch of stuff in the ideas doc, and this was one of the one of them,
So he
and we
didn't
had
like
no
write
idea what
anything.
the
He
rest
just
of the
came up
I,
with
I
paragraph
think
stuff,
I think I
basically.
actually wrote part of that paragraph, which you were like, "Wow, this is the worst joke in the entire story."
We didn't know what the fuck to do with the characters because we didn't know who the fuck they were.
I really feel like this is the worst joke in the story, and we're not even a quarter of the way done yet.
To be honest with you, I do not fucking remember who Cripple Spec is.
He's
Was
like
that one
some
of?
dude in a wheelchair or something, and Gluttony was just like, "Oh, we gotta put him in his story because he's like Sagmaster." He's like, yeah. And we were like, we just kind of were like, "Okay, Gluttony, we'll do it." And we had no idea what to do with it.
Okay.
Uh,
Why did we need
now
another
what?
Sag Master though? I was just thinking on that.
I don't know.
Fucking okay.
There's no logic to his thoughts. He doesn't really think.
So he just kind of said shit and then like left, basically. That's pretty good. That's great contribution.
Uh, now what? Asked Nipplestack. I don't know. I didn't think I'd ever get this far. Give me a few chapters to think about it," said Sagmaster, giving it a medium-sized thinkachino with fat-free milk and whipped cream. Penile back at Hunkabajunkadonks. "This is not a meme. Getting a Hunkabajunkadonks," screamed Toots. "Sir, you're in the building already," said a waitress. Started Toots. Toots, I was in the restroom for 274.2342117 seconds, and this is what I come back to, said RC. "Listen here, little girl. If you're happy and you know it, clap a Pino." You guys, while you were gone, Johnny came back and he and his pals were talking about the universe being in danger or something, said Waluigi. "But Toots was out here the whole time," said RC. "He's not physically gone, but more so mentally," said Waluigi, showing RC a sketch Toots had created 30 seconds ago.
What?
I have no clue what that is, but that watermark is pretty impressive for a blind man," said RC. "Anyway, that's off topic. We have to think of a way to help save the universe," said Waluigi. "Do we have to?" said RC. No universe means no peeling," said Waluigi. Funny JoJo reference earlier in the chapter, so epic, said Toots, talking to a chair. "Okay, so if they're all defending the planet, what if we go defend our entitlement to financial compensation?" said RC. Suddenly, Waluigi's got a ring on her Super Mario in Real Life Galaxy S. "Hello, this is Hunkabajunkadonks, the restaurant in the business. May we interest you in our booty clap special for only $12.69?" said Waluigi. "Yo, W chick, we need you in the cosmos right fucking now," said Big Fella over the phone. "Oh, we'll be right there," said Waluigi. "And bring that booty clap shit." "That sounds fine," said Big Fella. "All right, we're on the way," said Waluigi. So this is a ball stretcher from section 2 of cock and ball torture, which fastens around the scrotum and pulls away from the body and feels something like this. Scooted Toots while he put the ball stretcher on the universe, which pulled away from its body, causing an excruciating scream to be heard. Now that we had our union regulated CBT break, we can go provide our services to Big Fella, said Waluiz. But how are we gonna get to him quickly enough? There's a 69 minutes or less policy for the first honk of a junket dog establishment on Earth, said RC. It's simple. We'll take my simp craft, said Waluiz. Your what? Said RC. Some frequent customer keeps buying me stuff because he wants to go get with me or something. Total simp, but it's free stuff, so I don't mind, said Waluiz. Everyone then scuttled like crabs with crew deep chat onto the simp ship. The shrimp, if you will. Grew de Shaq. The gang then pulled up at the closest honk of a junket donks to Earth. That wasn't on Earth. Wait a minute, this place seems familiar, said RC. RC, we were just at one of these on Earth, said Waluiz. Hey guys, over here, yelled Vinny, sitting in a booth with Big Fella. Everyone squeezed into the booth with the help of some butter and cooking oil. I'll have the tour of Italy, please, said Toots. The fuck is Italy? Asked the waiter. Isn't Italy like something like this? Roni, said Waluiz. Alright, if you guys would shut up for 10 seconds, 11 tops, we need to discuss a plan to defeat Nega Eddie's space goons. They are quickly approaching this part of the universe, said Vinny. Too bad we forgot to bring the general to save us some time and get a great low rate. I'm not going all the way back to Earth, said RC. I'll have the tour of Italy, please, said Toots. But Toots, you're blind? Why do you want a tour of Italy? Said RC. It's an experience, said Toots. Cass, who was nearby, then played an ear-rape version of his theme to represent spilling Italian spaghetti sauce on his shirt. Anyway, speaking of military leaders, I think Colonel Sanders is vibing over on the dating sim planet, said Biddy. Ooh, smell yeah. I absolutely fucking hate that planet, said RC. Well, what are we waiting for? Asked Waluiz. No, I may be blind, but I can still tell that my tour of Italy isn't in my mouth, said Toots. One tour of Italy later, the space gang headed out for the dating sim planet.
Was this when the Colonel Sanders dating sim thing was like on Steam?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured.
That's why they returned there.
Nice. Is that still on Steam? That better be.
I don't think so.
Oh.
So.
You are not.
Also, did you like the horrifying image of that French guy?
It was great. It was excellent. Talk about this dude.
Yeah, the French guy.
Amazing. What the fuck is this?
French guy.
French guy. He's beautiful. Okay, I'll read this one. Chapter 3. Glent Squagmire. Please explain. The Shaq mobile was just pulling up in a vacant parking space behind an edgy-looking building. That wasn't very Shaq's day out of me, thought Shaq, as he thought back in the car and then did a barrel roll over the other cars next to him, demolishing every car except his. Technique, said Shaq. No, stop it, said Markiplier, as Panty continually caressed his hunky muscles. Aw, shizzle, I just bought a ball stretcher from this place last Thursday, said Upgrade, reading the sign that said Hot Topic. I really don't see why the temperature of this place has to be so high, said Johnny. Only one way to find out. Pony up, boys, said the engineer, heading into the edgy-looking building. Everyone then walked inside and noticed a surplus of big titty goth girls. I could get used to a place like this, said George. Oh god, I can't. You smell that? Said Jablinski. No, said Drek. Me neither, start farting, said Jablinski, who began to pee poo poo fart, haha, funny, total drama, poo poo humor. Welcome to Hot Topic. How can we pretend to help you today, said the clerk. I'd like one big titty goth girlfriend to go, please, said Upgrade. We serve food here, sir, said the clerk. You do? Said Irish Fishing Chad. No, said the clerk. I know that voice from anywhere, said Shaq. Wait, is that? Said the clerk. That's the hunk Greg Heffley. Turn up the TV, said Shaq. Why are they playing a Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie in Hot Topic? Said Terry. I got bored, so I started messing with the TVs, said the clerk, who was also Shadow. Oh, hey, look, it's Shadow. That's cool, said Shaq. Of course it's cool. I'm the coolest, said Shadow, lowering the thermostat in the store. The store's title then changed to Cold Topic. Shadow, what are you doing working at Hot Topics? Said Terry. I'm not, said Shadow. What? Said Terry. Yeah, I work at Cold Topics, said Shadow. Okay, but what are you doing here? Said Shaq. You know me. Look around you. These are my people, said Shadow, pointing to someone who cut themselves and bled to death in the corner of the store where the belts were. You're not wrong, said Lenny. Oh yeah, those guys over there were talking about you a couple minutes ago, Lenny, said Shadow, pointing to a group of men surrounding a vulnerable little girl. Hey dudes, what's up, said Lenny, reuniting with his cousins, Hajime and Sosuke, as well as Rat Bitch. We're just convincing this vulnerable little girl to join us in a night of chickenry with the boys, said Hajime. Then when they turned around, they noticed that the little girl was actually Markiplier the entire time. Hello, I'm a vulnerable little girl, and I've seemed to have lost my mother. Can you help me find her? Said Markiplier. Yeah, all right, said Rat Bitch, adding Lost Child to his to-do list of heroism and heroin. Wowee, it sure is cold in here. Maybe I'd better take off my shirt, said a big titty goth girl. Who's I don't know, said Johnny. Wait, that's not how, said Drek before Lenny, George, Johnny, Hajime, and Rat Bitch started chanting vigorously. Hoo ha hoo cheeky cheeky. Hoo ha hoo clappy clappy. Hoo ha hoo cheeky tenny platty. They chanted as a part of their Lennying ritual to praise the Lenny gods. Markiplier placed a ball stretcher in their mouths. Shadow, you'd better agree to join us before this story goes from rated E for everyone to rated M for made for kids only, said Shaq. I don't see why not. What do I need to do this job for anyways? Said Shaq. Wait, fuck that. Okay. I'm chaotic neutral. I can get money other ways, said Shadow, turning the temp back up, causing all the goth clothing to return to its original position. Aw, said every Lenny OC. Who is that picture?
Oh, that's Simple Flips.
Oh, that's Simple Flips? Okay, I couldn't tell. The quality was so low.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
There is quality equal funny, as they say.
That's correct. There is no heaven, only Nega Letitia. I almost thought that was DSP for a sec. I don't know why. I guess he's got the almost goatee. Not really. There is no heaven, only Nega Letitia, said Toots from a wormhole he ripped open with his ball stretcher. You know, I don't know exactly who Nega Letitia is, but I can't seem to forget it, said Shaq. Unimportant to Puss join the party. Terry, hungry, yelled Terry. Let us consume the food chalice, said Shaq, letting out an angelic ha as they all slid next door to the other store within the strip mall, which was a spaghetti taco stand where Gluttony was consuming a taco chalice. Oh, so Gluttony himself was in it. That's pretty good. Wow, welcome to Waluigi Spaghetti Taco Stand. What do you want? Wad Waluigi aggressively. I'll have the tour of Italy, please, said Toots, before receding back into his meat dimension. Stop doing that, Toots, said Waluigi from behind the fabric of reality. Doing what? Said Toots, teething on the universe's fabric. I want spaghetti, said Shaq. One taco for me, please, said Terry. I'll have a spaghetti taki, said Hajime. Give me a spaghetti, said Gluttony. I need you to make me a bowl of oatmeal, yelled Sheen. We serve spaghetti tacos here, sir, said Spencer. Spencer, you're black, yelled Terry. No, that would be my AU, Spega, said Spencer, trying to rip open a window to show Terry, but Toots yelled back. Stop hogging all the blanket. I have a rotten day, said Wario, tossing a bag of rotten onions at George. Consume the spaggy chalice, said Lenny, slurping up the spaghetti like he eats that pussy. Spencenator, want to join us to get the OCs back together to stop an evil Eddie from destroying the old studio? Said Shaq. Please, Spencenator is my father. Call me Spence Juice, said Spence Juice. So are you coming or what? Said Terry. This spaghetti taco stand is my livelihood, and I can't just leave it behind, said Spencer. We could tow it in behind the Shack-mobile, said Engineer. Aha, so a mobile restaurant. An amusing idea, said Markiplier. Yeah, I don't see why not, said Spencer. The Engineer then beat the back of the Shack-mobile with a wrench and to attach Spinectetti's livelihood. Wow, but what about us? You can't just leave your friends behind, said Waluigi. You guys have friends, said Johnny. Well, no, but, said Wario. Let's get this show on the road, said Shadow, causing Shaq to begin driving to the next location. In Massachusetts, they call it the Gime. I'm not a hunk. I'm the entire Gime, said Markiplier while xenomorphing into a gym while Paralyzer played from the Shack-mobile radio. If you go in me, you die, said Gymaplier. Ready? Said... Ready? Really? Said Shadow, as he was on that like a hound dog on a pork chop. Nah, I'm only kidding. Come on in, boys. The intestine bench press is fine, said Gymaplier. This is disgusting. I'm down, said Lenny, waltzing right into the Gime. Inside of the Gime, Christopher Barbarian and his brand McSpankin' new son Chris Jr. could be seen. Chris was bench pressing a stallion while his son was bench pressing a wee pony. Come on, son, you could do it, said Chris. Upgrade then walked over to Chris. Hi, can I get a medium iced coffee with cream and extra sugar, a glazed donut, and a muffin, said Upgrade. All right, your total is $6.66. You're all set to shimmy on down, said Chris, synthesizing coffee from his left nipple and the donut and muffin from his right. That is revolting, said Upgrade, while eating it anyways. Psst, Chris, you're hunky, said everyone in the cast so far. Great, good image. Beautiful. Babe, it's time for your 4 p.m. CBT session, said Big Tutu Gothpone, aka Chris's new wife. Oh, yes, said Chris. It's not even 4 p.m., said Carl. It's already 4 p.m. in Australia, said Golden Steve Irwin Metaton. You're not wrong, said Chris, preparing his use of the arm cruncher in ways that shall not be mentioned. Holographic CBT again. My favorite, said Lenny, putting his meaty schmeat in his mobile cock cruncher TM. CBT is my favorite kind of workout, said Jack Jackington, walking over and putting his head in the arm cruncher. I'm molding my brain to consume the IQ chalice, said Jack, as the loud noise of his head being smashed was too loud to hear him. His pet Joctopus watched nearby in horror. What is... Oh no, never mind. I'm a dumbass. I couldn't tell what Chris was in this image because he looked purple, but no, he's Kirby. I see now. Because everyone else Kirby. I was like, who the fuck? Okay. Suddenly, Avery burst out of the bathroom at a speedy speed. Stop following me, said Avery. What's the matter, man? I'm just trying to share Mega Man 2 facts with you while the bros are defecating. It's nothing not nice. Nice, said Woodman, trailing after him. Quick, Shaq, thank Eddie for you shitty memers are here. You gotta get me away from this psychotic guy, said Avery. You got it, Mount Everest, said Shaq. Can I come? Said Woodman. You got it, Mount Woodrist, said Shaq. Nice, said Woodman. Oh, what are you guys doing? Asked Chris. Oh, just stopping Nega Eddie from destroying the universe, the usual stuff, said Terry. Wait, Avery, what's your character development in this story? Asked Carl. Avery then put his arm on Carl's shoulder and knelt to his height. Avery never changes. Or Avery never changes, said Avery, who had been wearing the same clothes since he was introduced as a character. Chicken nuggies, consumer, said Panty. Jack, could you help me out here, said Drek. Yeah, don't worry, buddy, said Jack as he picked up all the OCs and shoved them in a car so they could continue on. Nice, said Woodman. Stop, said Avery, who was still uncomfortable and still not wearing pants. All right, chapter 4.
Been informed via telegram that it's possible that the Chris in this chapter could show up later.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's?
he wanted to. Do you remember how I asked you if we could have a guest reader on, including the authors?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I was actually wondering
Chris,
about that.
Chris, who the character Chris obviously is based on,
Uh-huh.
is at work right now, and he wanted to join us for the reading when he gets back. So he'll be back in like half an hour ish.
Okay, that sounds good.
He's a busy man, so he may
Yeah.
not join.
That's
but it's
fair.
a chance nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a chance. I'm not gonna confirm anything because he's really busy.
He's more than welcome to either way. So, yeah, I was gonna actually ask about that because I noticed only 3 of you in the general chat, and I was like, "Did they say something else?" Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, whoever wants to go on next.
I believe that will be me. Really love that Mr. Mind image.
The Mr. Mind. I love him.
He's scary.
Chapter 4.
Is that relevant to the chapter? Or is this just an image?
No. Most of
Okay.
the top images aren't relevant.
I mean, you don't know what Avery looks like, so you could just picture that that's him.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
Exactly,
Avery had an official
like a
renderer.
No,
one-to-one.
actually, Avery looks like simple flips.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, I guess the first chapter had the Johnny and Shaq image, so I guess that was kind of relevant. But
No, we just put that at the start of all the mainline stories.
I noticed that too. I remember that from the other ones.
Yeah, that's
So
just a joke, like a really poorly cropped screenshot.
yeah, I saw it had like the. Hold on, there's like lore to that. Hold on.
It's still has
There's a
Miiverse
Miiverse
tab.
tab.
Yeah, there's a Miiverse. I saw that earlier. Shaq cartoon, Google search, Miiverse. Yes.
I think the
poorly cropped,
fact
I
that
mean,
it
not
still
cropped at all.
does my Skype logo thing at the top, it's so classic.
Oh yeah, it's got the Skype recording. When was this taken? This has to be pretty old.
2016.
Oh my god.
Maybe even like
But before we made the switch from Skype to Discord.
yeah.
Okay,
I
so
think it
yeah,
was- I
old
think it was,
school.
like June-ish or July 2016.
Okay, I mean it had to be before Miiverse was down, figured, but
Yeah.
and before Shaq won. Yeah, I noticed that earlier actually when I was just pulling up this story. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's a classic image.
The
though.
ancient image. You can never ever forget this in a mainline Shaq story.
Exactly.
You're also getting to read this story before Avery has read it at this time.
Oh really?
Because
Okay.
Avery usually reads all the Shaq Stay Out stories when we're done.
Yeah, he's just been busy with stuff, so
Ah, that's fair.
that's why this chapter's title is "Hey the Avery." That anime reference you told was pretty funny because
Based on something he said,
back
I'm
when he read
guessing.
the original Shaq's Day Out and Terry's Day Out, Avery was really into anime at the time, and he would always say that things in the story were similar to like an anime he watched. And he
I think
would
I
go on,
remember
like, a little
those
bit of a
moments.
tangent about it, and it was really funny.
Was that like the JoJo references and stuff, or is that just kind of like a group effort?
No,
Yeah,
the
he was
JoJo
big- he was
references are
big into
definitely
JoJo
like
before.
catering to Avery a lot of the time.
Okay, I was wondering what all that was.
Because that was one of the ones where he brought it up once when he was reading like a roleplay we trolled. He's just like, this is actually very similar to this Stan from JoJo, and I was just like, I have never seen JoJo. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I've
No,
seen it, so I know exactly what he's talking about.
I've seen it.
You can find a JoJo reference anywhere if you look hard enough. That's all you really need to know.
Yeah. Alright, should I get started with this one?
Yep, you're welcome whenever to start.
Hey Avery, that anime reference you told was pretty funny. The Trackmobile was cruising for a bruising on Main Street as the gang was still looking for more OCs. Wait, guys, can someone check the time for me? Asked Lenny, even though there were several clocks in the car. 4 p.m. Why? Asked Jack. Lenny then pulled out a rolling pin and disappeared for roughly 5 minutes before reappearing with Zoe. Hi, Shaq, stay out crew. What brings you guys here? Brings you all here in this same car? Asked Joey. Holy fuck, thank God we found Zoe. Probably the most vital OC we needed to defeat Negati. Get in, said Terry as he spotted something green out of the corner of his eye. Wait a minute, said Terry as he walked through the car door and into a nearby costume shop. I
Is
cannot control the P.
is Zoe
I-
one of sorry to interrupt. Is Zoe one of Gluttony's OCs?
No, she was
No.
a. I don't know who she was.
I
I
can't
don't know
No,
remember
I
who
think
Zoe.
she's. Yeah, I think she's one of the few like truly original Shaq Stay Out characters. It's
Okay.
not based on anyone.
Was she in the previous stories, or she might have had like a
Yes.
minor role?
Yeah, a pretty
She
small
was-
appearance, but yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. I didn't know if that was a gluttony thing or not.
not really an important character, but
Okay.
Yeah, she's never been important.
Just kind of like a side character, sort of.
Yeah,
yeah,
she just kind
there's
of
a
exists.
lot of background characters in Shaq Stay Out.
Yeah, I could
Yeah,
tell.
most of them were just like one-off things that we like troll a roleplay with once, and then we were like, yeah, they exist in the universe, but like they don't really do anything.
Okay,
But
yeah.
we've been trying to, or at least I've been trying to include a bunch of people in some of the like side stories. I know Ben is too.
Yeah, I
we
know. I've
kinda
seen the
split
side stories. That's like the Mana War and stuff.
Yeah,
Seems like-
Manowar Saggy Adventure, the Oscar Carl story.
Space Johnny, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
So
Johnny
we
does
try
more,
to
but
use people.
that's fair.
But
And I was just wondering because I didn't know the name.
RC was only relevant for like one chapter in the original Shaq's Day Out, and he had like a few jokes.
Wait,
The other
RC?
yeah, RC.
He wasn't he in Space Johnny quite a
Yeah,
bit?
yeah, no, and then I was gonna say, and then he became a main character in Space Jam.
Okay, because I remember him a lot more. Is that? I guess I gotta get it ready for whenever some really stupid thing comes up. Then I can just assume it's gluttonies.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Like it'll
Okay.
be pretty obvious way later in the story.
Okay.
Trust me.
Most gluttony characters are from like PlayStation 1 and 2 games,
The
or
fuck?
like Star Wars references or something.
I don't know. The
Yeah,
one I
or,
saw
like,
earlier, which just seemed to be a random character. The Sagmaster, not Sagmaster.
Oh, Sagmaster is
No, the
he's
other
a
one that was
real
kind of
person.
like Sagmaster. I know Sagmaster's your guys's.
Uh
I can't even fucking remember his name.
Dyson. Dyson was just Doofenshmirtz.
Okay. No, I swear there was
It's
one.
also it's also confusing because like we do a thing a lot where we just like instead of saying the character's name, we like write something like completely different, like said Sag Mastodonium or something.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you might just think it's a different character when
I swear
Yeah,
there was
writing
one we
it
talked
different.
about earlier. Maybe I'm losing it, but Sag.
No, we
Cripple
just write it in
Sack.
a really
Cripple
confusing
Sack.
way.
Yeah, Cripple Sack
Oh
is
yeah,
just
that's one.
like
That's one. of
That's the
Glenny's
one I was
OCs.
referring to. I didn't explain it. Okay.
yeah, Cripple Sack is just kind of like he's just kind of some random dude. I don't know.
That's
who
what I
he
meant. That's
is.
what I was
No,
expecting from
he's
Gluttony's shit.
He's just from like some PS2 game, I assume.
Okay. What games are these? What fucking games is
I
he
think he's
playing?
from Conquer.
Huh.
Is he?
I think so.
I don't know. Never played Conquer.
Me neither.
Me neither. But it looks kind of funny, but he didn't include any of the funny people from it. He included
The
fucking Cripple
stupid
Sack.
people. Interesting. Oh,
One of my favorite jokes is that Kendrick, Gluttony, added a bunch of people from Pantheon Stalking, and then before he could use what's his name, Gardevelt, in Space Johnny, we just put a line that just said Gardevelt was here exclusively so that he would be my character, not Kendrick's.
that's pretty funny.
Anyways, we should probably keep going with this chapter.
Yep. I'll let you continue. I was just curious.
The rest of the gang followed Terry into the shop. The crew peered through a window to the back room and noticed man in a Kermit the Frog suit, man in a Waluigi suit, man in a Crash suit, man in a Goose suit, all playing poker. And that's when I says to him, "That's not Jay-Z's tuba, that's his wife," said man in a Kermit the Frog suit. "Wah," said man in a Waluigi suit depressingly as he gave up. Man in a Crash suit was busy playing with the dimmer switch and turning it on her progressively. "Oh, you thought it was on before? It's on her now," said Crash Suit Man. Man in a Goose suit was vigorously rubbing everyone in a room. "Hey, this is like Duck Duck Goose, but more disturbing," said Markiplier. "Oh dear God, we've stumbled upon the furry convention," said George. "That's not a furry, that's my pal. Man, my main man." "What's up?" said Shaq. Yeah, said every single man in a suit character. No, not you, man. That man, said Shaq. Hey, said that man. All right, anybody who isn't in a Kermit the Frog suit, don't respond when I say man, said Shaq. Everyone went quiet. No one knew who was the Queen of Holland. Robbie Rotten then unzipped his Robbie Rotten suit to reveal that it was actually Robbie Rotten. Is this a bad time? Asked Robbie. Snass unfortunately wasn't there to say yes, but you know he would have. All right. Tell, all right. Tell me, man. How have you been? Said Shaq. Well, I started man before Terry suplexed him into the Shaq mobile. No time for small talk, fool. We got a nigga Eddie to beat. Yelled Terry. Can we come? Said Robbie. Waluigi suit man. Crash suit man. Way ahead of you, said Lenny. Terry then suplexed everyone within a 30-foot radius into the Shackmobile. What about me? Said Man in a Goose suit. Ooh, sorry, buddy. You're exactly 30 point some really small number feet away. My grab range was nerfed, remember? Said Terry. Boy, wait a tick. Ain't you fool? Ain't, no, sorry. Ain't you that fucking Peter Lewis? That very same Peter which made funny Steve Irwin, right? Said Gold Steve Irwin Marathon, switching into Mega Aussie mode. Yeah, I will volunteer at PETA. Why do you ask? Said Man in a Goose suit. Oi, lads, we have ourselves another one, said Gold Steve Irwin Marathon. What are you even saying? Said Larry Gooseman. Ah, crikey. Here we's going again, said Crocodile Dundee Papyrus, who was followed by Alco, the Vietnamese fairy. The three of them then proceeded to pummel Larry Gooseman into a pulp as he cried out in agony. That the sweet, succulent sound of a human suffering? I could possibly mistake that wonderful symphony of agony, said Keemstar. Drama boy, where are you going? Started Gaston, who was following behind Keem as they were having a mini villain hangout. What in God's name is that thing? Said Gaston. Called a furry, said Alco. I'm not a fucking furry, said Larry Gooseman as he took off the goose head to reveal that it was Axel. GameStop burst into laughter as he walked away, like that one time he interviewed a brony. It's a man, it's a man beast, said Gaston as he beat Axel until he was no longer alive. Can you hear me, Axel? Oh wait, he's dead. The Drek, while the folds on his chins clapped like better.mp4. Forgot Drek just kind of very quickly devolves into chin jokes every time he's
I can say that. Like a better
Especially
MV4.
oh, you don't know
Oh,
what Fed
yeah.
Dot MP4 it's just a video of some guy twerking his ass.
Oh, that's what the whole thing. Okay.
He's a character. He shows up later. Don't worry.
What you talking about Drek, right?
No, I mean the better.mp4 guy.
Oh, okay. So I see. I didn't know he was a character. I just thought it
No,
was like
he.
a.
I mean, he's
Oh, he's
new
a
to
new
this story.
character.
He's new to this story, so like he wasn't
Okay,
like
so he's like a later
there's a
thing.
there's a few characters who get added in this, like
Okay.
completely new.
I figured,
Like,
especially with Among Us coming out, you can't miss that.
yeah. Holy shit, I just canonically beat No Seated. I mean, the day is saved once again by the amazing Gaston. I've slain the disgusting man beast once and for all, said Gaston. Mate, you know there's like millions of those little bastards that convention down in the Bobby in the outback, said Crocodile Dundee Papyrus. What? Bill fell in a well, said Gaston. He said there's more of those things at the convention center right now, said Oko. Dear Eddie, drama boy, we must make haste before these disgusting black creatures take over our home, said Gaston while Keem was still hysterically laughing. Gaston had picked him up with one hand and began the search. It reminds me of the hunt, said Shaq fondly as Terry yoinked all the Aussie OCs and started driving to find more characters. Jack and Terry then decided to split the Joy-Cons and that drove the car so that they could drive in two-player mode. I haven't read a, I read on the wiki that if we take the next right, we'll get there even faster and get the 69 heart event, said Biz. Terry then took his advice and immediately rammed the car through 17 walls before crashing into the hospital. Oh god, it's the hospital.
No.
Oh
Where'd
no.
you go right? I said next left, said Biz. Slowly the OCs buried the pile of rubble and Shaq looked at everyone. Is everyone alright? That was a pretty rough crash, said Shaq. No, I wasn't, said No, no, I wasn't, said man in a crash suit. Oh, the pain, the agony, the suffering, screeched Harry. Screeched Zoe. Terry then picked her up and molded her into a football. We were whipping her at Mach 10 through the walls, through a wall into a hospital bed. Oh God, I think I bit my cheek, yelled man in a Kermit the Frog suit. Oh, my scapula, said Carl. Thank God we crashed into the hospital, yelled Terry before smooching his biceps. Lenny then or had almost immediately walked up to a group of nurses. Yeah, you heard me right, nurse. I think my dick got flattened in the accident. You're gonna have to check it out, said Lenny. Oh God, it's not even 4 p.m., yelled the nurse, taking Lenny to the ER room. Excruciatingly loud buzzing noise, was the familiar long-necked bee. Wait, do you guys hear that? Said George. Me neither, start farting, said Markiplier. Everyone immediately started farting, which caused several patients to die of hypoxia. Their live studio audience died of laughter due to the fart joke, laughter and hypoxia. No, 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 George was onto something. That buzzing sound was very oddly familiar, said Manic with the frog suit. You're right, man. I'd recognize that buzzing anywhere, said Shaq before digging through the hospital records until he found Frizzle's page. Hey, Terry, you mind punching through this wall for us? Said Shaq, pointing at a wall. They're pointing to the wall of Frizzle's room. Power! Yelled Terry, punching through 17 walls. You do realize you could have just used that door, right? Said Doc Lewis while munching on his chocolate bar. Where's the fun in that? Asked Avery. Jack swoosed his way around everyone to go check on Frizzle. La revolución industrial y sus consecuencias. Was that even added like way
It must
later?
have been later.
Because we didn't leave about Ted Kaczynski until like the end.
Yeah.
I
Can
was
you
gonna
hear me,
ask if the
Frizzle?
sus was intentional or if this was
No, the
before that.
sus. Yeah, the sus had to have been intentional.
Okay. Mhm.
Waleed?
Yeah, 1 second, sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm just making sure Chris knows. And I'm gonna
Important.
send him the link. Actually, I'll just send him the link after I'm done reading because he's definitely still not wrapping up at work. Can you hear me, Frizzle? Said Shaq. Psst, Shaq, we already made that joke in this chapter. Said man. Frizzle coughed up whatever fucking organs B have before Dr. Robotnik revved up his mean medical machine to revive her. What the hell happened to Frizzle? Said Shadow edgily. Bees are dying at an alarming rate. And you gotta help us. Donate 666 Silatone pennies to make bees die sooner, said Dr. Robotnik. Always sounds like a good deal to me, said Crocodile Dundee Papyrus. I need 6 cc's of chocolate over here and fast. I'm slightly hungry, said Doc Lewis as Huey Lewis was standing right next to him having sexual thoughts about Miss Frizzle. Klaus, who was Vic Frizzle's roommate, was in crippling agony on the other side of the room. Oh, it itches, said Klaus. Suddenly, Dr. Fetus walked over to Klaus and held up a sign that said diagnosis, death, which caused Klaus to suffer a heart attack and die. Dr. Manowar then walked over, which caused Klaus to come back to life. Klaus, many people who get diagnosed with death suffer from being in Shag's Day Out story. I prescribe you with not being allowed into any Shag's Day Out stories, mainline or side, said Dr. Manowar. Suddenly, Shaq, Terry, and Drek came over and bumped into Dr. Manowar's stingy tumor, causing him to go into shock from the immense pain. Hey, Klaus Frizzle, want to join us on our quest to stop Nagati from destroying the universe? Asked Shaq. Would I? Said Klaus before dying of excitement. Oh, absolutely, said Mick Frizzle, ripping out of her cast. Dr. Robotnik then burst in and healed everyone with his mean medical machine, which was just a medigun. Wait, I don't remember. What was wrong with those guys? They don't look injured, said an unpaid intern. I don't remember. I don't remember, said Robotnik, shooting him to death. Suddenly, a loud stomping noise could be heard from the ground floor. Do you hear that? Asked Big Tutu Godphone. Me neither. Start walking. Sorry, me neither. Start walking to the elevator so that we can go and investigate, said Spencer, as everyone did as such. Wait, what does that sign say? I'm too lazy to read it, said Jack Jackington. Hey, I can read. I'm in 12th grade. Can you believe it? Said Dwayne, who was visiting McFrizzle. Mawini's in and out of abortion clinics, solving overpopulation one stop at a time, read Dwayne. All right, this is just one of the best parts of the
Oh
story.
god.
Everyone walked in. Everyone walked in and looked around. Hey guys, hold on. I'll be with you in 1 second. I'm helping a customer. One, a one, and a two, and a said Molly, stomping on a pregnant woman's stomach. Thanks, Dr. Mawini. Now I don't ever have to be reminded of my shitty head ex-husband ever again, said the customer. Mawini then made his way over to the group wearing his dead baby slippers. You know what they say, no one goes tromping around wearing babies like Mawini, said Lenny. So, what bring you guys to the clinic? Said Mawini as they could hear the squashing beef livers inside every time Mawini took a beady step. Well, said Shaq. Wait, before you answer that, tell me what you think of my slogan. I'll run you through of my slogan. I had a couple. I'll run you through a couple of ideas I had too, of other ideas I had too. Said Mawini, pulling out a list and extremely small reading glasses as he cleared his throat. one
Ex-
dollar off salad bar.
It expires 2016. Oh god. So
Actually,
old.
I think that's when we like. Ironically enough, that's around the time where we finished Shaq's Day Out the original.
Wait,
Like,
really?
not
Huh.
on purpose. Like that wasn't on purpose, but it is around the time because that's August of 2016.
Was that just a screenshot around on the website or something? So
No,
it's
that was just something Ben put in at a
Yeah, I
random
just
point in
kind of
time.
found that and
huh.
thought it was funny and put
That's
it in.
interesting.
Like it wasn't at all like we thought about that joke. It's just I'm now realizing that it like almost perfectly lines up with the date.
That's interesting, huh?
First there was the First there was we put the AV in abortion, and then there was Mawini makes it Maweezy, and then after came the strangely popular "Give me money and I will kill your children," and then you smell that? Me neither. Start aborting. Then don't tell the police. Then how many babies would Mawini stop if Mawini could stop babies? And then babysitting taken to the extreme. And then finally, the one on that sign, said Mawini, let it be the first to say, that's disgusting, said Robotnik. Okay. This part is probably one of the best jokes in the story.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sing it obviously, but
That's fair. You can just get the
uh
words and it'll be saved.
okay. I see what's happening here. You're face to foot with greatness and it's strange. You don't even know how to feel. It's adorable. Well, it's nice to see that OG's never changed. Take off your shoes. Let's begin. Yes, it's really me. It's Molly and you breathe it in. It's a lot that stops the cries when you're staring at a genocide. What can I say except you're welcome? For the meat chunks, for the meat, the chunks that die. Hey, it's okay. You're welcome. I'm just an ordinary demi guy. Hey, what has 2 feet and splattered the streets while you were in the car seats? These beats. The fool is clean who gave it blood from down below. You're looking at him, yo. The stretches balls and free you fun. Also, I harness for breeze. You're
I think the
welcome.
line might have gotten cut off there.
Yeah, there's a missing line somewhere. I don't remember what it is.
I think we gotta
Oh, okay.
fix that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh,
Hold on, I think I know it. It's, oh, also I lassoed your son. You're welcome.
yeah, that was it. That was it.
Okay. Where was that supposed to be?
It was
Right before to
It's when
stretch
you're
your
looking
balls
at
and
him.
bring you fun.
Ah, okay.
yeah. There's a line missing, but
Oh well, I know it.
to stop the babs and shake my cheeks. What can I say except you're welcome for the spines I pulled from the young. There's no need to pray. It's okay. You're welcome. I guess it's just my way of saying purification is imminent. You're welcome. You're welcome. But come to think of it, Jack, honestly, I can go on and on. I can compress every spherical polygon. The blood, the bones, the juice. Oh, that was Hawini conducting abuse. I squashed a boy, I buried his nuts. Sprouted a deli, now you've got cold cuts. What's the lesson? What is the takeaway? Uh, something's missing there.
Another line got cut off.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
how did this happen?
Yeah,
Eat
why
or
did it
else
cut
I'll
off?
take your kids away. Foreskin.
Don't
Sounds
mess
like
with
my-
me or I'll take your kids away.
Yeah. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, I
Why
was gonna
did Ben
ask, is this like a bug or something?
No,
we copy and pasted it from Google Docs,
Hmm.
so we probably just forgot.
well, there was
Like,
also the
yeah,
fact that in the early chapters, remember how Wattpad was acting up when we were trying to move it over?
yeah, it's probably something to do with how fucking Wattpad formats it, because it's this part's like a little different than the rest of the chapter.
Yeah, I
I
can
don't
see
know.
that.
Yeah, no, I really Wattpad was like giving us a huge hassle to the point where we had to just what I was doing or Google Docs obviously doesn't let you just like save the images off of it. So like I was grabbing all the images and Ben was pasting all the text in.
Oh yeah. So it must have just got like lost or something and all of that.
Yeah, I mean it's still in the
Shame.
original Google Docs, so like the line isn't like gone. It's just we'll have to fix it.
Huh, that's weird.
Uh,
Hmm.
Foreskin, those under my shins. Look at my toes, I make everything happen. Look at me, mini Mawini's cheeks clippity clapping. Mean mini Mawini. Been there, done that, messed around. I'm having fun. Don't put me down. I'll never let you sweep baby corpses off my feet, Mawini. Well, anyways, let me say you're welcome. For the children dead there in the rows. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. Now I've gotta go clean my toes. Hey, it's Monday, so say you're welcome, cause I'm gonna need that car. I'm driving away, you're welcome. Evade the authorities. You're welcome, you're welcome. And thank you, said Malwini as he slammed the door and drove away with the Shackmobile, leaving everyone behind.
Incredible.
God tier. Oh man.
Oh my god, I love Malwini so much.
Is he in the story more after this?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Oh good.
Mawini's a character that we're pretty biased towards.
Actually I do remember him from the past stories, yeah. He wasn't
He was kind of important at the end of Terry's Day Out.
yeah, he wasn't the baby killer yet though. That's
Oh,
his newfound
that was where
title.
it all started, though.
Yeah, he did become kind of the baby killer then, yeah.
He just
Oh, okay, I guess I
became,
don't remember that part.
yeah. He just got flanderized into being about he kills babies.
He's also Despotic Saint. He's probably one of the like nicer characters in the canon, I
That's
would argue.
interesting.
Like truly lawful good.
Okay.
Yeah,
And Vincent's dead. I remember hearing that earlier.
yeah. Non-poliosis colorectal
Down.
cancer
Colorectal
got him.
cancer.
Rip. Vincent.
Where is subplot chapter 2? I
Fuck
don't
yeah.
care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes. Welcome, gamers. Funny chin faults go haha. Not wrong. Thanks
Is
for
that a
having me
Drek
on the
joke again?
podcast.
Oh, it is. I see.
Not a funny chin joke.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
Drek's name in the next line, so I figured.
Thanks for having me on the podcast, guys. And yes, I also enjoy the amount of chins on Drek's body. Alright, so let's get to today's topic. Does that mean you actually want to stay focused this time? Sure. Make sure to get as political as possible. What? Way ahead of you. I already assassinated 8 political figure on the way here. So Gaston, we heard from a reliable source filmmaker that you've gotten your own subplot. Tell our adoring lack of fans about it. Me killa the furries starting with Axel. At least that's what it says on the ideas doc. The subplot technically hasn't started yet. I would totally clap Drek's chins, all 34 of them. Stas, that's rude. You shouldn't undermine his accomplishment of having 73 chins at the same time. Show some respect, please. Hey, it's not my fault I lost count after the halfway chin. You know, you brought me on to talk about me, right? I love talking about myself, so I'd love to begin if you let me. Please, I'm sure the audience is just dying to know about your wacky endeavors. Thank you. Me and my compadre, Killer Keemstar, are going to go on a killing spree focused on people dressed up in animal costumes. They're sickening. You gonna kill me as well? Silly dog, you're not a people. Besides, how could I ever kill someone who's given me an opportunity to talk about myself? Well, that's a Yo, what the fuck is oatmeal? Whoa, slow down there, Super Meat Boy. I'm serious. Have you ever thought about it? Isn't that a bit too political? Well, clearly there's only one way to solve this debate. Make poses with me. Yeah, alright. Her. Oh my, it seems the debate has begun. However, this is far too political and we get us taken off the airwaves, so we'll see you on the next podcast. Bye for now. Hey, it's my subplot too. How come you didn't invite me? Maybe another time.
Birth control.
Anti-baby pills.
God.
Gaston then jumped out the window. Come out, wherever you are, Axel. I can smell you from a mile away, said Gaston. What is up, Drama Nation? I'm your host, started Keemstar. I know who you are, Daniel. We do this every time we see each other, said Gaston. Shut up, I'm sensing a furry around here, and we are the furry exterminators, making unnamed city furry free since right now, said Gaston, pulling out his double-barrel shotgun. Show yourselves, furries, said Gaston, choking a bush. Ow, you're choking me. Please stop, said President George H.W. Bush. I need to kill that ninth political figure somehow, said Gaston, tightening his grip. Suddenly, Carlton ran up and slammed Gaston. Get your hands off him. We were about to exchange bush scratches, said Carlton, walking George Bush to safety. Suddenly, Keemstar noticed Axel mashing the button at the intersection and says, wait, every time you press it. That furry has no front license plate? Let's get him, said Keemstar as they ran over to beat him to death. We got you now, Axel, said Gaston. Axel? You must have the wrong guy. Get him, said Keemstar as they beat the shit out of him. Wait a minute, didn't we already beat Axel to death? Remembered Keemstar. No, you fucking idiot. Wait, maybe, yeah, we definitely did do that, said Gaston. Then who started Keemstar before I realized they had beaten literally every Crash Bandicoot character other than the doctors in Fate Crash to permanent death, no takesies, backsies. Oh, oops, oopsies. Oh, good heavens, how unfortunate, said Keemstar. See, that joke there is that fucking Gluttony added a fuck ton of Crash Bandicoot characters to the story for no reason.
They all died. No take backsies.
No takes these
Damn. What
backsies.
the fuck? That's. Wait, hold on. I gotta see the laughing ear rape. What is this from? That's from Drama Alert, but what the fuck is his react? What is he reacting to?
I remember this actually. He was in an interview with some brony guy, and the guy gets up and walks away from his computer, and the camera focuses on all the like pony stuff he has in the background, and he starts laughing
Okay.
maniacally at him.
Yeah, I did notice that earlier. Actually, you brought up him interviewing a furry. I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, it was
It was
really
a it was a
funny.
it was a brony, and they were like, Keemstar, that's kind of rude. You shouldn't laugh. And he was like literally on the floor bowling.
Yeah, I could see he kind of
He
fell
was
out of his chair.
dying, and it's really funny.
It was really funny. I'll give him credit.
Gotta look that whole thing up or next after this.
I don't think it's what that specific clip is from.
Oh, I
It's
thought
from
that's what. Okay. I mean, I could see why he'd die laughing like that. Brony
yeah,
too.
I mean,
it's
I would.
pretty good.
Hmm?
Keemstar then laughed exactly like that.
What
A
exactly?
job well done, thanks to Daniel Keem, the great and hunky Gaston. Now keep scrolling to see in the subplot to see keep scrolling. Nothing to see in the subplot anymore. We'll just be discarding evidence of Gaston. Please keep reading now before you read something you shouldn't have. Eugene Weil. Sprinting! Just gotta keep sprinting, said Avery while running away from Woodman. You can't hide what's inside, said Woodman.
This from the man behind the slaughter was a thing.
Yeah,
Nice,
nice.
nice.
You know, in a way, running away is totally a JoJo reference, said Avery. Woodman got bored of all the weep things before walking away and making his signature face. Avery then rewatched all of JoJo in this less than the span of a second. You know, JoJo was actually a Jar Jar reference, said Jar Jar Jr., coconut bonking Avery on the head with a glass jar. Original character, do not steal. Ah, so you're approaching me, said Raymond Sahanka while posing menacingly. No, actually, I'm bleeding out violently, said Avery before summoning his stand. Raymond's another one of our friends who's also a huge weeb.
Okay. I was gonna ask if that's who it was, but that seems a little too creative for gluttony.
Yeah. Behold my stand, only one JoJo character, and it starts with S and ends with Uberfly, said Avery. Ah, but what about my quirk, Animal Crossing, said Sahanka, pausing menacingly. Oh, but don't forget about my whatever the fuck they have in Naruto, said Avery, doing whatever they do in Naruto because the author's too lazy to look it up. That may be true, but you haven't seen me go Super Saiyan 69 yet, said Sahaka, ripping off his shirt, revealing his 69 abs. Ah, but what about shutting the fuck up, said Toots, who ripped through time and space to make them stop arguing. Rip and tear until it is done, said Mawini, using his god powers and baby detected Quark stand Naruto saying to throw a child so hard it put a hole in Mars. Raymond and Avery then settled their battle in the most anime way possible. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot, said Avery before they got into a draw. It seems our powers are too evenly matched. This calls for drastic measures, said Raymond before pulling out the most anime thing imaginable. A gilded ball stretcher. There's no way that could be right, said Avery before fainting at the sight of it.
Get a load of this fucking idiot. Oh.
Was that really
Oop.
the end of the chapter?
Yeah, that was a shorter one actually. Chapter 5. I think it's. I can't remember. B.
B.
B. I don't know
I
whose
got
turn.
this.
Okay, cool.
Mawini then pulled back around with the cart. Nah, I'm just joshing you. Get in, since your asses want to act hunky, said Mawini. Tiny Tiger then started to exist in the cart before violently choking to death on a Cheerio.
Oh, that's another
Ooh, sorry
fucking
about that.
gluttony
Looks like I
character.
dropped my Cheerio. What?
Oh my god. Okay, so Aishi Hiroshima was so when we were trolling a Beaver's roleplay, we knew this guy named Smiled Crane, he was a YouTuber,
Uh
and
huh.
he offered to join us, and so he had Aishi Hiroshima, and the choking out a Cheerio thing is a reference to that roleplay because that's how someone died.
Okay. I know Tiny Tiger must also be a gluttony thing. That's what popped
Yep,
out.
absolutely.
Oh my god, this salmon is farm raised. What is this, prison? Said Lenny while doing unmentionable things to a live salmon. He then beat Tiny Tiger with the fish, which made a notification pop up in the kill feed to count fish slaps. The champ from Slammin' Salmon then gave a thumbs up in approval. Picture money, picture money. Ha! Picture money, said Skeet as he pushed the button with the pictures of money that was actually green soft spot.
Also, is the
A little
title a
more.
total drama character?
Yeah.
That's pretty
his,
good.
his name is B.
He's ultra wide.
He's a little wide.
A little bit.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
the better.mp4 guy pretty much just looks like that guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a
The
reference.
B stands for better not MP4.
Oh, that's what it is.
I'm gonna torque my ass if everyone gets in the car right now, said Shaq. Everyone then ran into the car faster than you can say, been there, done that, messed around, I'm having fun, don't put me down, I'll never let you sweep me off my feet. Shaq then proceeded to twerk his ass to better not MP4. Ebony Man then proceeded to donk Lust on the head with his fat fucking cheeks. The supersonic clapping obliterated every wrinkle on his ass, making it silky smooth.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
forgot to
god,
mention that Gluttony was super into Binding of Isaac, if that wasn't obvious.
I've
His
never played
character.
it, so I don't know all this stuff.
Yeah, he added like every character from Binding of Isaac to Shaq's Tale, even the super minor ones.
So he just added literally everything, it sounds like. He didn't give a shit.
This is definitely around the time where we had kicked him out and are now joyously killing his characters for fun. It's already happened quite a few times. Oh god, oh fuck, said Ratbitch as they saw a completely normal tape dispenser. Mawini got out of the car and proceeded to duke it out with a tape dispenser for 2 entire years as it was a boss battle. Just kidding. It took all of Terry's power to destroy the mighty beast. Jack then sharpened a colored pencil and stabbed Boingo. His dying breath, he uttered, "Why? Because BINGO spells bingo, not BIOINGO. That's just incorrect," said Shaq. I don't get it. I thought there was an E. Period, question mark, semicolon 17, comma, said Johnny. Just get on the trike, yelled Mawini as everyone got back into the car, ran over Boinga's corpse into the next destination. Where are we going now? Asked Spencer. To a little Minecraft village up the road. It's where I hear Kenny is residing these days. The Rex shins float in the wind majestically like an angel's golden wings. They then wrapped around and suffocated Nina Cortex to death. Shouldn't have done that messed around, said Trick. I'm making pipe bombs. Blue Snow then tapped on Mawini's shoulder. Could you guys speed it up a little? I'm fearing for my life right now, said Blue Snow. I got this, guys, said Shadow, as he picked up the car and started running. Come to think of it, I've gotta go, said Mawini as Shadow then stopped. Blue Snow then flew out of the windshield and died because she didn't hear McFrizzle when McFrizzle said seatbelts, everyone. Ah, what the fuck, my windshield, said Shaq. Whew, what a piss. Alright, let's go. And we're here, said Mawini as the pissing spot was one grass block away from the village. Ha! Screamed Pig. She's right. I think we could kill more gluttonies, OCs, said Anko. What? Asked Chin Chin Chin. 7, responded Chris. Whoa, slow down, Maurice, said Gaston, but he wasn't there. Who are you talking to, said Keemstar. I don't know, said Gaston. Shaq, Terry, and Drek then walked up to a random house and knocked on the door. Hello, can I help you boys? Said a random Amish chick. Hey, is Kenny home? Asked Shaq. Yeah, he is. One sec. Kenny, get your ass down here. You have visitors, yelled the random Amish chick. Random Amish chick? I dated one of those once, said Lenny. Honey, what did I tell you about the Jehovah's Witnesses? Just get the map. Oh, I didn't realize there were kissable hugs at my door. Guys, what's up? Said Kenny. Kissable Kenny, said Shaq. Been spending most of my life living in an Amish paradise. How about you guys? Said Kenny. Kenny, Eddie, Daddy, Eddie, help! Said Terry. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Calm down, Terry. Now sit on my lap and tell Uncle Kenny what happened, said Kenny. They were immediately interrupted by Lenny violently making out with Kenny's cousin Penny. You are about to experience the Industrial Revolution in my pants, said Lenny as the Man vs. Machine theme played from his pants. A man in a Kermit the Frog suit smelted some sand to make glass to repair the windshield. Listen, boys, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I can't do anything until I help my fellow villagers move this entire barn by lifting it because fuck technology, said Kenny as he ripped off his shirt, revealing his chiseled muscles. Anything for you, Kenny. All right, boys, you heard him. Start lifting, said Terry. All the OCs currently gathered, then grabbed the barn, which still had some animals inside. I eat ass. Alright, so I need you to move it like right over there where that rat is standing, said Kenny. Angry rat noises, said Bug Eaton. On 3. 1, 2, 3, said Kenny as everyone then lifted the entire barn and threw it at Butt Eaton. CVT ball crushing his stupid, ugly, dumb rat skull to death. Cheered everyone. Johnny Bravo kissed his muscles violently. Whew, my shins hurt from carrying, said Drek, who didn't do anything. Alright, thanks, guys. I don't care about the barn or anything. I just really wanted to get rid of that stupid-looking thing. It was disgusting, said Kenny. Bug Eaton's corpse was then eaten by a giant stink bug that flew out of Ben's air conditioning. Alright, let's speed this along. We've still got hundreds of fucking OCs left, said Shadow. He's not wrong. This is taking really long. What if we were to collect the rest of the OCs through a montage, suggested Mr. Five Shins. That's a stupendous idea. Good thing I came up with it, said Dr. Robotnik as he laid down a funky beat to assemble the rest of the OCs to.
So
Kretny converted to Islam because the undisputed Kretamine Sultan of unnamed city, claiming Suyu Asui as his property. He then reconverted back to Edism, but still legally owned her as property. Field Guy was found working on a construction site. It should be noted that he is now extremely muscular and loves Mondays. I love Mondays, said Field Guy as he ran off to the work site towards the Shackmobile. He then grabbed Sue's head and crushed it like Lenny's cock at 4 p.m. No more nagging wife, said Field Guy. He's so down bad, said John. Vector was found in his fortress with some new additions to his collection of stolen monuments, include the Statue of Liberty. Hey, said Vector. Vector, how come you have a statue of a bird? Asked the man in the Kermit the Frog suit. Liberty is super hunky, but have you seen my other Statue of Liberty? Yep. I ordered 999 black so I could have a big titty golf GM, said Vector, pointing to the entire Statue of
Yeah,
Liberty.
but that joke is because when me and Ryan we used to work at the same place, and
Mm.
there used to be an option to punch something in as like a billion of something, even if it was something that like really didn't need to be punched in, and you could order it on the side. So you could say like a medium iced coffee with 999 black on the side,
What?
and it would print it out, and then you could punch in the same thing multiple times on the side. So we would just make really ridiculously long stickers and
Oh my
laugh
god.
hysterically at it because it would just say like ice on the side, 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 ice on
Oh
the
my
side, like
god.
a billion times.
Sounds
Uh,
great.
Garzuka.
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 That looks like a really
Right?
shitty like kids channel thumbnail. What is that from? Is it just a random thing?
From the Garfield show.
It's from the Garfield show.
Oh really? I don't know. It looks like a really weird mobile game you'd find.
Yeah, that makes sense. Greg Universe was found fully thawed out from his ice cube that once encased him. Greg, how'd you finally get all the ice to melt? Asked MC Frizzle. Oh, it was easy once I went to Dunkin' Donuts and asked Chris for 999 no ice and 999 heated, said Greg. Nice, said Chris, bench pressing Gmod 1-ton weights with his nipples. Oh yeah, we're all coming together, said Kronk. Craig's new pompadour floated in the wind. E was found in her E hive where she is now the Queen E. Ken was found violently trying to smash them all with his winter boots. It's been a while, boys, said Ken to his winter boots. I mean, winter was a few months ago, so I had to resort to using my award that I have. Soupy was found at unnamed city elementary school where he was graduating 4th grade. Soupy, I forgot you existed, to be frank, said Robbie. Come with us, Soupy. We're getting Team Robbie back together, said Field Guy. Guys, please call me DK now, said DK as he
Okay,
was now quite
I
tall.
have an update from Chris. He's on the way home and he's gonna message me to join as soon as he gets back.
All right. Pog.
Said DK as he was now Donkey Kong from the DKC show. Oh yes, thrusted Vector. Banana Slammer! Now Team Robbie is stronger than a golden banana, said DK as they all shmoney danced and then did the signature Team Robbie introduction. As Skeet went to close McSpanky's, Aurora, who evolved into Mega Lucario, was working overtime to gather enough money to support both the prickly household and former Principal Peter's crippling ketamine addiction caused by the absence of students going to the high school. The Prickly family was scooped up from their house as well. Bart Bradley was found nearby wearing his new watch. Bergden was found mid-battle to the death with Turner in Bergden's evil lair over a pit of boiling lava. I told you all Dark Reunion exists. I'm not crazy, said Kaido. He's right. I am now the CEO of Dark Reunion and Racism. How cool is that? Said Bergden. Stony, what's up? We haven't seen you in ages. You used to be my top customer. What happened? Asked Tretme. Stony, I haven't heard that name in years. I go by the name of Steven now. I'm a new man who no longer desires drugs and ketamine to sustain myself. I have a family now and a job. If you think I'd give that up for your stupid story, then go fuck yourself, said Stony. Would you do it for some ketamine? Asked Tretme. No, never again, said Stony. What about two ketamine? Asked Tretme. Stony then went into full Stony mode and injected the whole thing into his left testicle and went into shock. Yeah, that's the Stony we know and love. Hop in, said Cresme. During another quick visit to the hospital, they found Donald Trump hooked up to life support as he had developed cancer due to the noise a windmill makes. Donnie, you're coming with us, said Drek. We can't sell beef. It's peanuts, said Trump, who was delirious from all the medication he had to take. You're, you're right, said the not so crimson chins as he ripped out his life support and dragged him to the shackmobile. My job here is done. But you didn't do anything. Eugene, I, Granola von Strangle, and am interrupting this montage to tell you that you have violated the granola rules, said Granola von Strangle. I don't believe in all that rule nonsense, said Eugene. You must pay the price, said Granola, strapping Eugene to a chair. He then summoned a granola dance floor and started discoing. Is that? Said Jorgen von Stangl. Disco? Said Granola. With myself? Said Jorgen. Outrageous! Said the two of them as they started jamming. No! Ah, my eyes! Said Eugene, as all lesser genies are allergic to disco. Kyle Zam then burst through some drywall, making a hole for the rest of the Shackosies to come through. Boris was found in Crab Hell with his son Boris Jr., who was in a wheelchair. Daddy, isn't that the man who broke my legs in that one story? Asked Boris Jr. What? What the hell are you idiots doing here? Asked Boris. Getting the OCs back together. Duh. Now get in, said Johnny. Not if I have anything, and I, not if I have anything, and I don't, which is why I'm going to steal it from you, said Dark Boris X. Oh my god, it's my arch nemesis, Dark Boris S. Oh my gosh, guys, said Boris. He can come too. Now get you, since yo ass now get in since you asked when I act tap dancing, said Shaq. Really? Epic, said Dark Boris X and Boris Jr. as they all tap danced their way into the car. Let me show you how to scratch it, said Squishward Tennis Bells as he pointed to a part of his back with barnacles on it to have someone scratch it for him. Roomby stuck and cleansed, then came out of hiding to suck it off. Yelled Squishward. Soon enough, the rest of the OCs were gathered up off the page
Oh god.
in the rest of the montage. Gathered up off page in the rest of the montage. So what has everyone been up to since Shaq's Day Out 2? Asked Smoothie. Oh, you know, space, said Johnny, flexing his muscles. Dracula gotta be in a Halloween story, said Dracula. Whoa, hold on a second. Why wasn't I included in the montage? Yelled Jenny Generic. Fine, read the part, said Shin. Jenny Generic was found at her house reading a book. Hey Jenny, you want to be in the next Shaq's Day Out story with us? Asked Shaq. Sure, I don't have anything else going on today, said Jenny. Wait a minute, aren't we forgetting an OC? I swear there was one more, said Spencer. Not that I remember, said Terry. Yeah, what are you talking about? Asked Shadow. No. Wasn't there like another member of the Terry crew? Like he was a humanoid dog guy and he played Pokemon Go or something what was his name? Said Zoe. Oh shit, we almost forgot AU Toby. Thanks for reminding me, Zoe, said Terry. One trip to AU Toby's house later, the OCs were all there. All right, now I can officially say that everyone is here, said Spencer in the Smash announcer's voice. Wait, what about the DLC fighters? Said Terry before throwing the car back to Drek's house so he could get in the 16th Chin DLC fighter with stage and extra music. I'd say that was worth the $5.99, said Drek, fingering the folds on his chins. Come to think of it, there's a distinctly humanoid dog-shaped spot left in the car, said Schnozmo, while using his nose to drill through a nose pass. Hey, that's pretty funny, but we have a flat tire. Someone go ask whoever lives in that house if they've got a spare, said Malwini. Jack, Terry, and Drek then got out of the car and walked up to the door and knocked. Yes, can I help you, boys? Said a woman. Oh, said Shaq and Terry, noticing it was Amanda, and there were several tiny humanoid dogs running around. Wait a minute, I know you guys. Shaq, Terry, you guys are like Toby's only friends. Come in, come in. Let me get you guys a glass of dishwater, said Amanda. Toby was lying on the floor in the middle of the living room in the fertile position. Help me, mouthed Toby, rocking back and forth. Terry sniffed the air, realizing that it smelled less manly than his preferred 100% manliness. He grabbed his Old Spice spray on deodorant and violently sprayed it at one of the babies, causing it to age into a fully grown man and then die due to oxygen deprivation.
That's a canon render of Toby we had made, by the way.
Oh, okay. Who made that?
Not sure.
Ryan commissioned the artist.
Ah, okay. I was just curious.
I don't think
Some guy
any
on
of us
Twitter.
know their name. It was just some random person.
Ah, I was just wondering. Yeah, because wasn't Toby just like kind of hidden in all the past art?
Yeah. Now he has official art.
Okay, that's pretty pog.
He actually has 2 renders now.
I know there
There's
was one
3
on the main like
3
cover
renders,
art. So I don't know if
there's
that's
3 renders.
yeah.
I don't know if that's that render or not
Yeah,
though.
that's the other render I'm talking about, and it comes from a manga panel of the ending of what was it?
Shaq Stay Out 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, the
Yeah, we
ending
had a
of
bunch
Shaq
of art.
2
We had a
when he
bunch of
was.
art commissioned like last year.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I think I sent you some of it, or I might have just like told you about it. But when we made the Shaq Stay Out Remoisturized trilogy, we commissioned some art for it.
But yeah, I noticed.
All right. Soon enough, Amanda
That's
came
cool.
back with the drink. Me and Toby are getting ready to synthesize our 69th child. Isn't that just great? Said Amanda, noticing Toby was gone. He was in the back of the house in a room with dozens of pictures and writing on the wall, trying to figure out how Amanda was creating these children so fast, and that all in the first place. What's taking so long in here? Oh, said Mawini as he walked inside and noticed the house was riddled with
Oh.
infantile children. Mawini, said Toby, putting his paw on Mawini's meaty kneecap. Please save me. Every day of my life is like this, whispered Toby as he receded out of the room like a mother in an Old Spice commercial. Wake up, they ruined. No, Mawini, don't do it. Now, easy. Just slowly start walking back to the car and pretend this never happened, said Terry, trying to save lives. AU Steve Irwin Metaton then began to play the first note of a Showtime ear rape as Mawini tried to brush one of Toby and Amanda's children under his giant urinary meatus of a foot. No! No, Mawini! Bad, Mawini, said Shaq, causing him to pause. AU Steve Irwin Metaton then played the song once more, but this time at half speed. No, Mawini, stop! You can't, said Amanda. Mawini, please don't leave me here. I'll trade you for a shiny Shuckle in Pokemon Go, said Toby from the other room. I don't even know what that is, but I'm taking it as a baby stomping time!
Look that we didn't rewatch the Spider-Man trilogy before this because we absolutely would have made Amanda go, "Oh, you can't do this to me."
I'm sorry, what'd you say? I couldn't hear.
We recently rewatched all of the OG Spider-Man trilogy. You know the good
Toby
ones.
McGuire, yeah.
We've been joking about, "Oh, you can't do this to me" a lot
Oh,
from
okay.
when the Green Goblin is getting fired from his position. His job.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
We
about.
absolutely would have made her say, "Oh, you can't do this to me," right before this point.
Also, I noticed. Isn't this now post Among Us age? So I saw the
yeah.
imposter as sus image split up in the.
Yeah, it had
that
to.
was
No, that was
something we
added
put in-
later. That was
Oh,
added
okay,
later.
okay. I was wondering what the timeline was.
It'll be far more noticeable, I think.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Because I mean, I don't think that'd be
It
the
was about
first
the
thing.
same time as Living with Wario becoming popular. So when you start noticing a lot of Living with Wario references, yeah,
Okay.
that'll be the time.
I think Living with Wario was a little bit before.
Yeah, that might. I think it was, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but it was around the same time as it getting popular.
I got what you
like
mean.
within a few months. So,
Hold on, I gotta listen to "It's Showtime" ear rape.
of course,
Little jam.
Well, don't worry.
I'm sorry. What?
Don't worry about it.
Oh god.
Okay. Undertale OST 49 is Showtime ear rape.
Ear
said
rape.
Mawini as he revved up those fryers because he was sure hungry for some children. Daddy, no, said one of the babies to Toby as he looked on, horrified. Daddy, yes, said Mawini, hydraulic stomping on the child's head.
What the fuck's Plankton Daddy.mp4?
Play to find out.
Yeah, that's it. Is that Vincent?
Yeah.
That's his face.
I'm glad-
Okay, thought I
I'm
recognized.
glad you could recognize him.
I know who
One
Vincent
of my
is
favorite
now.
Renders of Vincent.
That's such a good picture. What? I can't even tell what's going on. I can't tell where he is. Is he dead? Is he in hell?
Probably at school.
Oh, cause
Also no.
that almost I can't. That looks like a really
In
shitty
the
bunk
back
bed.
rooms.
It's like a really shitty bunk bed. I can't see. It's so good.
Showtime then began playing at double speed as Mawini committed genocide, but he isn't going to get caught since he's a demigod. And then you're supposed to play it at double speed.
Oh, okay. Let's do.
Oh,
There we go.
I think we have Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh.
This is music.
We should listen to the entirety. Oh, this is too loud.
No, that's what we in the business call an extremity moment.
Alright.
Well,
Mawini also made sure to violently stomp on Amanda's stomach to terminate the current pregnancy. What can I say except you're welcome for the atrocities I've committed here today? And make sure to visit Mawini's abortion clinic for all your dead baby needs, said Mawini. I just wanted you to get me out of here, but thanks, I guess, said Toby. Amanda, however, was clinically depressed.
Allah.
Ow. Yo, guys, what's with that smells? What's with that smells? It smells waffles, said Waluigi, covering his nose with his hands. Cosmo passed out due to his exceptionally large nose. It smelled like a gas chamber in here, said Agolf, fanning the air around himself. I don't smell anything. What are you guys on about? Said Mr. Chins McGee. Whomsoever partook is mega smelling. It was, in fact, the individual who dealt it, said Boris. Drek then felt around in the folds of his chin until he found a moldy sandwich with visible stink lines.
God.
I remember this. My trainee GF that I am massively simping for made it for me. So delicious, said Drek, consuming it back into his chinny chin chin. Drek, look out, yelled Gluttony. Suddenly a giant van fell right out of the sky and landed on Drek. Help! Quick, I'm still alive, said Drek from under the car. Two meaty boots then landed on Drek's head, causing his chins to splatter into meat chinks all over the road. Drek skulled and split open as the scout did that one laughing taunt. That's why the guy in him, because he smells, said Scout. The prophecy has been fulfilled, said Bunu while smirking. If you were wondering, Bunu escaped the police by using telekinesis to throw them in the middle of the lake, Titicaca, because it has a funny name. The officers did not make it back to the shore in time and drowned. Anyway, back to the story. Suddenly, Etika exited the van as well. Someone called for a real protagonist fella in this story, said Etika. Shaq, we killed Kendrick's OCs and took a briefcase, said Soldier. Not all of them, Soldier, said Shaq as he shot Mr. Waternoose in the head. You can't just keep killing Kendrick's OCs, especially because I'm his favorite, said Gluttony. Long live the real fellas, said Etika as he then punted Gluttony off a nearby cliff.
This is the true intro.
This is the real intro.
Drek was actually one of Kendrick's OCs.
Wait, Drac was?
This
Yeah.
one's really good.
This is the post Gluttony intro.
So basically, Gluttony's just been deleted out of everything.
He's been cleansed.
That's pretty good.
Also, it's a parody of the Persona 4 intro.
Yeah, I could see that. Who edited this? Nice. That's pretty smooth.
I did my best for Vegas Pro, which crashes constantly.
Yeah, I've never used Vegas. I've never paid for an editor in my life.
I would not recommend that you do.
I hear it's
Not
better to
worth the money.
pirate.
It really is, honestly.
It's
It's just not worth like
Mhm.
the 300
it's so
bucks or
expensive. I
whatever.
looked into that when I was like 15. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying that shit. Oh, Will Smith genie? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's Eugene the Genie's render.
Okay. Skull again. Oh, I guess he's not completely gone.
I forgot about the coconut font noise.
Book. Hi, Avery. Loving meta. Hold the fucking phone. What is Drek from? Is he just a random dude?
Ratchet and Clank, I think.
Oh, okay. I don't know who Drek is, so that makes sense. He doesn't even
Well,
get.
you don't have to worry about him for the rest of the story.
It's okay. He's dead now.
Yeah, he is dead. No takesies, backsies.
Replaced with Etika.
There's the
And then
classic.
below that is the updated Shaq stay out image for this story.
Nice. Oh, there's Wario. I don't think Wario was. Was he in there before?
Maybe.
There's a few
There's quite a few new additions.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a few new ones, including, I don't know if you noticed, but we originally had Wally EG and Waluigi, so we replaced it with oh, you probably haven't heard of it, but there was like a Waluigi fan
Revised
game
Waluigi.
getting made where they're having Wally Gladstone. So
I don't think I've heard of
Wally G.
that.
But so that like image of Waluigi kissing the other Waluigi.
Oh,
is back.
that's what that's from.
Yeah, we updated both of their renders to just be those guys.
That's pretty. Yeah, I see that too. I can't expand that.
All the Space Johnny Hoes got added.
Wait. It's not
What
letting me
else was added?
expand the
Obviously,
image.
Mega Eddie.
Or a lot of
see
people
him.
added. I don't know if
Yeah.
you just list them all off right now.
I can't really.
Yeah.
I'll look at it later. Can't really make it bigger, but oh well. Let's.
We can
Oh
send you
my-
like the actual file after
Oh,
this.
well, here comes
Okay.
the living with Wario.
Sounds good.
jokes.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I see this. Chapter
I think-
6.
yeah,
Look,
something-
guys,
something
look.
tells me this is where living with Wario started to become
God.
me.
Yep.
What's
and that
the
means Among
left
Us is
left
coming
image
soon.
right there?
That means Among Us
It's
is
just
coming
a
soon.
feeling. It's just a feeling.
Oh
Yeah, but
god.
here comes the Among Us jokes too. Don't forget.
Oh no. What's the left image though on the top?
The bombing of Nagasaki, I
Explosion.
think.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not Nagasaki. That's just an explosion. Yeah.
Oh, it's just generic. Okay.
Could be.
Look, guys, look! It's one of my greatest achievements, defeating Eddie," said Nega Eddie, forcing his Nega OCs to look at a picture of Daddy. Nega Terry then raised his flabby, unmuscly arm. "Yes," said Nega Eddie. When do we get to start wrecking havoc?" whispered Nega Terry. "I don't know. How about right now?" said Nega Eddie, as he then used his newfound powers to unleash the Nega OCs, reviving every past villain the OCs have ever faced, driving all the OCs out of unnamed city within minutes. "Wow, that was incredibly easy," said Nega Spencer, who was wearing -2 towels. "Now, to make sure they don't come back," said Nega Eddie, looking at Nega Donald Trump, aka Hillary Clinton, "we need to build a sideways bridge," said Hillary. "Pokemon going to build the sideways bridge to keep them out." "Yes, oh yeah, I could feel the lasagna flowing through my veins. The power is so awesome," said Nega Eddie, enjoying Eddie's lasagna. What should we do, my liege?" asked Scanty. "Make sure those pesky Rega OCs don't try anything funny, or I'll teach you how to put hooks into your eyes," said Nega Eddie. "Hook, guys, hook," said Nega Toastar. "Unnamed city. Today, a new Nega era begins," said Nega Eddie, before performing an evil laugh. "I think I didn't shit myself," said Nega John. "Now, back to my lair. To the Nega Eddie Express," said Nega Eddie, getting on a train with his face on the front. Foreskin. "Look, guys, look. It's one of my only achievements. Shiny bar boat," said Toby. That is a fairly hunky Toby, said Mawini, before throwing Toby's phone out of the window because he had a baby Pokemon on Pokemon Go. The phone hit a car's windshield, causing the Viggy Vloggy vlogger inside to record a video about it. The OCs were driving away from the mysterious black cloud over unnamed city. Hoimy hoimy noise, said Cloud Strife. The juicer then juiced some random fella into a chalice, and Frank Ozone put some ice cubes in it. Consume the Kedrick fucking tranny chalice, said Stoney, pouring the liquid into his bong. Look, guys, look. It's one of my greatest achievements. Engaging in the rule of threes, said Wario. Suddenly, Big Smoke's bowels started to hurt. I know what you're feeling, said John. No, this is totally different. I'm sensing something about the damn train. Ah, a nega version of Eddie, said Big Smoke. Nega Eddie, shouted Shaq and Terry. Nibba Eddie. I thought we were going to an anime con, said Etika. The group then heard a train horn coming from somewhere nearby. We gotta follow that damn train. Etika, you drive since you're the new protag. I'll shoot at them, said Smoke. Do you know what kind of train that is? Asked Toby. Do you really think it's a good idea considering, started Mr. Ratburn. Just do it, fool, yelled Big Smoke as the Shackmobile veered off the road to follow the damn train. Look, guys, gentlemen, direct your attention to the window. It seems as if we are being pursued. Someone take care of it, said Nega Eddie. But, sir, aren't you like an all-powerful being now? Asked Nega Terry. Oh, Nega Toby, yelled Nega Eddie as an extremely strong and powerful variant of Toby, who had a tattoo that says, I eat ass on his stomach, crashed into the train car. Would you be a lad and take care of those dickweed Rekka OCs pretty please with some cum mustard on top, said Nega Eddie. Yes, said Nega Toby. Yes. I come out here and fight us like a real man, Nega Eddie, or I'm gonna pop a cap up yo ass, yelled Big Smoke, whose aim was extremely poor. It was so bad he accidentally shot and killed Envy and Wrath. Is that another gluttony?
Yeah.
Okay,
Basically, every
all the
OC that
sins,
dies is gluttony.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should've.
the 7 sins are all Binding of Isaac characters.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. I forgot about that. Pride was spared since this chapter was written during Pride Month. Negatobi then opened up one of the windows and caught a bullet with his teeth and spit it back at Tolster. Not to be rude, but can you aim a little better? We only have so many Kedrick OCs left to tank the shots, said McFrizzle. Smoke then hit Negatobi in the chest, but his pecs were so strong that it just deflected it. Video games leaks, pay loot boxes, gas leaks, I'm dizzy, we're going to die. Other game leaks. Lol, here's the entire plot of the game. No! Elder Scrolls 6 leaks. It's been 2 years now. What does this mean? I have no idea. Hey Negatobi, have you ever wondered what it would be like if living in a world where everyone is represented by a different font? Yelled Matt Pat. Not now, Matt Pat. I'm busy, said Negatobi. Broadway. That's the one for me. I think it's a good one. I hate that video. I think a good one for you would be, would you clam up? Yelled Negatobi, throwing Matt Pat at Big Smoke, causing them to drive off course. If you want something done right, you have to do it yourself, said Shadow, as he ran through the McDonald's drive-thru so fast that he didn't even order anything. What do you think of that? Said Shadow. Oh yeah? Fancy no pants, said Scout, as he was holding a bucket of chicken that he got running through a Cluckin' Bell drive-thru. Nega Eddie Express then shitted into maximum overdrive, and the Shackmobile was running low on gas. Fellas, said Etika. Matt Pat was hanging off the back of the car, poking holes in the gas tank. There's a YouTuber on the back of our car, said Markiplier. You smell that, fellas, said Scout. Me neither, said Gian before Scout started to do some ball stretches. That's the scent of a female in heat. 2 miles upwind. The scout then started to sprint at Mach 666 after Nega Eddy Express. Wait, I got a bucket of chicken and I'm ready to do it, said Scout, going to chase after Nega Eddy on foot. What is this image?
I think it's heavily distorted grommet mug.
Oh, that's this grommet mug. I knew it was okay. I don't even see the grommet mug, but
Wait, hold on, that's an
sideways, I
astronaut.
think.
is this supposed to be Mungus?
I don't know. It's an astronaut though. I can see
Honestly,
him.
It's
took
up
off
to
his
the
helmet.
reader's interpretation.
That's
Yeah.
that's
It's one of
understandable.
those things where we
Yeah.
kind of left it open specifically to, like, give the reader to something to look forward to. I'm just pulling this out of my ass. I'm sleep deprived.
Oh, that's fair. The rest of the OCs were left with Matt Pat once the car came to a stop. Rega OCs, I hereby challenge you to a debate. A classic brains versus brains battle, said Matt Pat. What's stopping us from just beating you to death right now? Asked Jorgen von Stangl. They are. Come out, guys, said Matt Pat, as 7 other Nega OCs came out of the shadow. What? Those guys were inside of me the whole time. They were the ones crawling around in my skin, said Shadow. Smooth brains. Meet Nega Jack Jackington, Linkara, Dan Vautor, Yandere Dev, the Joker, Raspy Bot, and the entirety of Mensa, said Matt Pat. Just looks like a bunch of nerds to me, said Johnny. Raspy immediately headshot Rockhawk to show that they meant business. Now choose your team of 8 master debaters and prepare to be destroyed by the power of my big brain, said Matt Pat. I volunteer, yelled Johnny. I'll kiss you on the lips if you don't do that, said Panny. I don't volunteer, yelled Johnny. I don't mean to flex, but I do know a lot of things, said Vsauce. Yeah, I could vouch for Vsauce. He's got a massive thinking organ, said Dutchy Flyman. If you guys promise to stop touching my injury, I'll volunteer, said Dr. Man-O-War. Step aside, Robotnik is here to use his superior intellect, said Robotnik. I can hold a pretty good camera, said Freddie Benson. I nominate Fuck the Basketball, said Shaq. I'm so smart that I wasn't even in character till now, said Megamind. Intense booty clapping, said the better.mp4 guy, whose brains are stored in his dummy thick cheeks. Yes, said AU Jamie Heineman. Might I ask what we're going to be debating about? Asked Vsauce. I thought you'd never ask. You must prove my theory. Game theory. The animals in Animal Crossing aren't animals. Is that a real Matt Pat theory? That feels like it would
Yes,
be.
it
Oh,
is.
oh my fucking god. Of course. Is wrong if we win. You all have to surrender yourself to Nega Eddy's army, said Matt Pat. If we win and have to buy me a panty party for the Nintendo Switch. Panty party for the Nintendo Switch, said Lenny. Ha, deal, said Matt Pat. Shouldn't we have asked for more? Whispered Man in a Kermit the Frog suit. Nah, trust me, you'll hate panty party, said Lenny. There's Danganronpa. Debate squad. First of all, I'd like to point out that I'm better than you, so I win, said Matt Pat. It's dripping down my buttocks, said Wario, who wasn't even a part of the debate, but he had to say it because it's the meme of the chapter at the time of writing. Clearly, because of the fact that I am an experienced game developer, I could tell the creators of the game intended for the characters to be humans and not animals, said Yandere Dev. What? I don't get it. That literally makes no sense, said Freddy. Ha! You make no sense because you're poor, said all of Mensa at the same time. This is a load of bullshit, and all of you who are in the debate right now should be fired, said Linkara, tripping his comically large fedora. Today, I'm going to show you my buttocks, said the better.mp4 guy, while endeavoring in some interpretive dance informally known as booty clapping. Damn, this individual's intellectual level appears to be within the same skill level as our own, whispered Nega Jack Jackington. Been there, yelled better.mp4 guy before Robotnik interrupted. As I always say, if furries want to act like animals, then I think we should be able to hunt them like animals, he said, while picking his big, huge nose, making Yandere Dev slightly jealous. Robotnik. That's not what we're here. Started Megamind. Shut up, yelled Robotnik. Actually, he's got a point. If we should treat furries like animals, then technically, if the animals are humans, then they are furries, in which case they are also animals, said Vsauce. Fuck, the basketball suddenly deflated like a horse. Wait, fuck, the basketball suddenly deflated like a horse due to being shot by Raspy. You get what you fucking deserve, said Joker, shooting fuck a second time. Looking cool, Joker, said Olive Mensa. Fuck, no, said Shaq, running over and giving him a mouth of air hole. se.xy.daddy, said Lenny. Stand on the point. I mean, get back to the point, said Matt Pat, pulling out a video that had, at best, mediocre editing from his 34 slaves that he keeps in his basement. If you watch this quick presentation, you will see that my meticulous calculations will support my side of the argument, said Matt Pat. He's cheating. He's using a calculator, said Dan, younger nostalgia critic Vator. Brother, is that you? Why are you so young, said Linkara. Actually, it's not a calculator, it's my secret hentai collection I made for none other than Chris, said Freddie Bensis. Shirtless nostalgia, older Dan Valtor critic then walked up to Dan Valtor and Vator, I think that's, I don't know, and smelled him. Ew, what the fuck is...
With the spelling of it.
Huh?
I said, I guess we weren't very consistent with the spelling of it. But
is that nostalgia critic's brother?
No, it's just some random nerd that we know.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
His brother is like even worse of a tool than Dan is.
Really?
They kind of are just like nostalgia critic and Linkara in real life.
Yeah,
That's
like,
interesting.
like,
Real life.
like in the least ironic sense, yeah, they're literally just that.
Oh my god.
Really weird. They're very annoying if that wasn't.
Tell him to finish up on that wall review.
That's what I'm saying.
And smelled him. Ew, what the fuck is that thing? Says Dr. Manowar. Odor in the court, yelled Judge Klauk, who decided to join the OCs on this adventure. I have something to say. I just realized that the name of this game is Animal Crossing, which directly refutes the theory, said Vsauce. I guess I gotta nose it to you, said Yandere Dev, who had 2 noses and no eyes, while Linkara had 4 eyes and no nose. I've been called 4 eyes before, but this is completely unrealistic, said Linkara. Squishword laughed maniacally, as he then used his reef blower to suck the poop out of his buttocks. Aren't you Patrick Star? Yep. Is this a random... Wait. Is this just a random image?
Yeah, it's just from the SpongeBob.
It's not even a meme, it's just... Oh, it's good. Can we please focus? My mega brain mega hurts and I don't want to put up with this for much longer, said Megamind. The name of the game is Animal Crossing, said Vsauce. Yup, said Matt Pat. And all of the NPCs in the game are designed after animals who can walk and talk, said Vsauce. Yup, said Matt Pat. Having characters that acted 100% like animals would make the game unplayable because there would be a complete lack of communication on any form, so they had to take liberties to make the game actually fun, said Vsauce. Makes sense to me. Oh, okay, I see what this is referencing. Therefore, the characters are still animals, said Vsauce. No, they're humans, said Matt Pat. I'm gonna twerk my ass if the animals in Animal Crossing are animals, said Better.mp4 guy, who then twerked his ass. Shit, that logic is flawless, said Matt Pat, who had officially lost. That means it's time for the punishment. Hi, remember me? Beardburger, hunky German guy who was in several failed stories and other Shaq Stay Out media. No, said Beardburger. There was a long moment of silence. You suck, echoed the scout's voice. I also cook the burgers, said Beardburger in a defeated tone. Oh, that guy, said a ton of OCs who then started to cheer. Yes, yes, I know I am great, but seeing as there has been a conclusion, I'm here on the scene to remove the losers from the equation, said Beardburger. Wait, it was just a theory. Again, started Matt Pat. Yeah, I've heard it over and over. Ever since my creation, I've always wanted to punish some of them in the main story. Someone in the main story. So do you know what that means? Screamed Beardburger. No, oh no, I don't want to die again, said Matt Pat. That. Who said anything about dying? I was just gonna send you to Brazil, said Beardburger. No, I don't want to go to Brazil. Stop! Screamed Matt Pat as a trapdoor opened below him, sending him to the deep, dark buttocks of Brazil. I just thought to myself, he's Brazil. He probably wouldn't like it. It's kind of a me thing, said Beardburger. Oh God, please make it stop. Screamed Matt Pat in agony as he had to suffer through Latin rhythms and the 2016 Olympics. I love Latin rhythms, said Scout as he started to play the bongos. Hey, what about Panty Party? You promised, said Hajime. Linkara then paid Panty $20 to start playing Mario Party 7. Was that the Mario Party 7? Said Markiplier. Was that the Mario Party 7? Said Markiplier as he started playing as Waluigi, the obvious choice. We can't let these idiots oppress us. We have to rise up against society. Who will join me? If you don't join me, you will probably think women are funny, said Joker, attempting to rally the remaining evil characters. That sounds like too much effort, said Linkara, shooting Joker in the face with his signature gun. He has a magic gun? Where'd he purchase that? Sung Sheen. Looks like it's time to kick gum and chew ass, and I'm all out of ass, said Moini, stomping on all of the evil characters. Raspy attempted to headshot him, but he had the pecs of steel equipped, so he took 0 damage. AOL startup noise, said Raspy, who was flattened and thrown into the lake. No, please, I do not want to be relocated to Brazil, said Olive Mensa, and their next meeting was scheduled to be in Rio de Janeiro. No, they said in a really monotone expression. The story must go on, sung Nostalgia Critic, as Avery turned the page to the next chapter. Then John F. Kennedy joined the crew because he funny. Subplot 3.
Subplot 3. This chapter is dedicated to Grant Imahara. He was one of the Mythbusters and he died.
Oh, rip.
Mythbusters were hunky.
Is that Vsauce on it?
Yeah, that's Vsauce.
Nice.
He's in the fucking. He's in that podcast this time around.
Good.
Jello, I'm the SNAS Isabel podcast. Isabel uses the capital letters, so I don't have to. Can you nibbles shut the fuck up? I'm trying to read Rent-A-Girlfriend to catch up with my homie Raymond Sutbonga. Yep, no, this Among
And we're
Us.
getting to the Among Us jokes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Susbonga.
Oh, my
We
God.
still call him Sussy Bunga to this day, by the way.
Susbunga?
Sorry,
His last name is Sabunga.
Oh, okay.
I think Mr. Wimley is talking. Mr. Wimley dies of diabetes, Isabel. It's time for the 4 p.m. podcast recording. Look here, listen, buddy. We got a podcast to record. You could take your fucking plateau hair ass out of here if you got a problem with that. Man, fuck this. I'm gonna go watch anime. I might have been a bit much. He's not actually that bad of a guy. But it's not important right now. Why don't you introduce our guest of the day? The thing is, I want to, but I couldn't find our scheduled guest. I really wanted to talk to him. I guess he's not around. Or am I? Oh, look, here he is. Excellent. I'm proud to introduce our guest to this podcast, Michael Stevens. Michael. Please, Michael was my father's name. You can call me Vsauce. I don't know why that formatted wrong.
Oh, I see what's... Huh.
Yeah, the line just kind of got moved down.
That's weird.
Fix that right now. I'm in editing mode for the story. Hold on.
Wait, what? What happened to it?
One of the lines in the podcast just moved down a line instead of where it's supposed to be.
I mean, I guess if you mass copied it, it would have probably fucked up a few things, but
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what happened with the Mawini song. So,
yeah, that's what it seems like. Still
uh,
there though. It's not deleted. That's kind of weird.
yeah, you can call me Vsauce, yelling Clyde, bald head ass. So, how are you feeling today? I would be lying if I said that today's show was not going to be Ella fantastic today because we're gonna banana ascorbic acid paper towels, tape yardstick, 20 prepared slides for microscopically. Have fun. Do you think you could come to my you think you could come into my podcast room under my roof and start throwing things down on my table? Ask, we're not even in a building. So why did you call me onto the podcast if you don't mind me being so forward? Well, to be honest, I'm quite a fan of yours. I was hoping you could educate us on our list and our listeners uh to something in your devilishly charming way. If there's one thing I hate more than women, it's education. Oh, don't feel like that, funny meat man. Your name reminds me of how criminally overhated the Comic Sans font there is. I'm listening. Want to see the most illegal thing I own? I don't know if that isn't it cool how I can demonstrate gravity just by using these two balls with different masses? Are you just gonna keep bringing up random science stuff, or can we ask you questions for our listeners? All right, I'll slow down. Thank Eddie, because I hate it when I made I've just made a self-starting siphon and cured a previously thought to be incurable disease. Isn't that neat? Uh, all right, you do you, buddy. I'm gonna go take a nap. Uh, we're just about we're just about time for our segment, and even though you lost me at gravity part, it was still a pleasure to have you here, Vsauce. Please, all my friends call me Vsauce. That I I just said that, or did you? Come back next time, listener. Hopefully, our next guest will be less confusing but equally handsome. Where are your fingers? God, dairy dip. Previously on the Manowar subplot. Aha! Finally captured Manowar with the help of this smelly guy, said Sackmaster. Now what? Asked Nipplesag. I don't know. Didn't think we'd get this. I'd ever get this far. Give me a few chapters to think about it, said Sackmaster, giving it a medium-sized Nicotino with fat-free milk and whipped cream. All right, now that I've had a few chapters to think about, it started Sackmaster as he finished his Thinkachino. Due to the death of whoever the fuck that one guy Sackmaster taunted over the corpses of. Thank God, because I hate it when Sackmaster before he had realized he had to progress the subplot. What would someone who was evil do? Said Sackmaster before watching the entirety of Phineas and Ferb. What if we started Cripple Sack? Get out of town! Said Sackmaster, pressing a button that sucked Cripple Sack into the crippled dating simulator. No, I don't. Yelled Nickelback. Haha, thanks for testing out my brand new backstabbing button, also known as the cripple dating button. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm only doing this because you're fairly annoying and useless to the subplot. But you have fun with the dating sim, you simp, said Sagmaster. If it wasn't obvious. Now that we don't have Gluttony, we started just fucking around with any of his characters.
Yeah, I
Uh,
saw that was that
now
was the cripple sag guy.
yeah, that was the cripple sick guy who just
My
got
God.
fucking. We got
Nipple sack.
Also, didn't Vsauce actually like do a video defending Comic Sans?
I think so.
I swear I remember he did a video.
Yeah, every single one of the things that he talked about on the podcast was something that he really did, except for the curing an incurable disease.
Curing an incurable Comic Sans.
No,
I vaguely remember watching that like forever ago. In defense of
yeah, I
Comic
remember he
Sans
talked
9 years
about it
ago.
being he said that it was really gross because of uh it looks like gross now because it was designed for like older computers.
Yeah, I think I do vaguely remember that. As I said, it's been a minute since I watched that one, but yeah, I thought I remembered that.
I'll have to rewatch it when I finish up here.
Vsauce is top tier shit.
Yeah. Now let's get this party started, said Sagmaster as he got in a Discord call with all the other evil scientist OCs. Attention all evil scientist OCs. I have acquired the coconut gauntlet thingy and captured my nemesis, Portuguese Manowar. We need to continue this push and defeat all of Alka. Commence ass, said Sagmaster. Oh yeah, I guess we never thought about working together, said Dr. Robotnik. Well, it does sound kind of homosexual, but it could work, said Cretney. Suddenly the streets were lined with evil scientists ganging up and snapping their fingers. Magmaster had used his new coconut gauntlet and its infinite power to give them all the powers to capture the Nemesis Eye. I'm tired of your shit, Agent C, said Dr. Phil, throwing rocks through Clinchmaster's window. Donk sound effect too, said the rock as it hit Clinchmaster's head. He then broke down his door and stuffed him in a sack. Dr. Sidney moist and snapped his moist fingers as he menacingly approached Darren, aka Agent D. Your time stopping camera can't stop me now. I made the film too moist to use, said Moist. Thank God, because I hate it when women, said Darren before Moist captured his ass. Dr. Robotnik then snuck up behind Agent SC and performed a two-handed reverse pinch. Hey, but what about my crab? Started Slippy Crab before he was shoved into a sack. Irish fishing Chad then snapped in unison with them before everyone else looked at him funny. What are you looking at, lads? I'm after Agent SSF, or SFF, said Irish fishing IFC. He then used one of those little baby fishing nets to catch him in front of it a baggie. Shaky, shaky, said Irish fishing Chad while Mr. Shakedown took the bag for 90 million yen. Been there, done that, messed around, said Irish fishing Chad while twerking his bass. Evil scientists then formed an Omega group and began catching the rest of the OCs affiliated with Alka. Mm, I don't know. Your translation is nipple poops.
I'm sorry, what?
I scrolled down and I saw a really good joke.
Oh god.
Evil team up, dastardly scheme up, beating down the clowns. Been there, done that, booty clapping. Best around. You kicked us around, you mocked us defended. The pages have turned and your subplot has ended now because Alka's going down. That's right. Your translation is nibba poopsa. Don't eyeball me, just look askance. Kick 'em while they're down. You didn't. You say you didn't eat my asshole, but here's the ultrasound. Your agency's over. The whole thing is ending. Check out Shaq and see how he's ascending. Alka's going down. Been there. Alka's going down. I'm there. Alka's going down. Messed around. I'm having fun. No, Alka's going down. Put me down. I'll never let you sweep me off the feet. Alka's going down. No, please, get it. Have mercy, said Major Arnold. I'm sorry. You too, Arnold. Get in since your ass wanna affiliate with Alka, said Sackmaster, shoving Arnold Schwarzenegger poops in his sack. Physical evidence and used with Jorgen Von Strangle. Wait a minute. I did not consent to this. Also, this is strictly against the rules, said Jorgen. Hey, it's in the ideas doc, so now ideas doc, so nibble poops. Comedy rule of threes. We're going to Brazil to burn down some rainforest now, said Calamitous. No, I don't want to go to Brazil, said Jorgen as they were poofed to Brazil. Look, guys, look. Penile flatulence, RC Toots Wallabies, Biddy and Big Nibble were on their way to the dating simulator themed planet and away from the restaurant known as Hunk of a Jonka Dunks. Okay, guys, I may be blind, but it's episode 2 of Living with Toots, and look, guys, look, it's one of my greatest achievements, said Toots, poking Wallabies in the eyes. Look, guys, look, it's the dating sim planet, said RC, pointing out the window. I don't know. I guess it's the fourth joke of the chapter or something, said Vinny, or whispered Vinny to Wallace as the ship landed. Now we just gotta find the good colonel and wait, you Nibbas hear something? Asked Big Nibba. Somebody help me, screamed Triple Sack in agony as he was stuck inside the dating sim. Still. Meow. The pedo style on the dating sim's new exhibit, limited exhibit, body works. I may be blind, but look, guys, look, it's Colonel Sanders, said Toots. What the Kentucky Fried Fuck is going on here, said Colonel Sanders. Sir, it's an honor. Sir, it's an honor to call you my nibba, said Big Nibba, devouring some fried chicken. Benny, large fellow, what are you two doing here? Asked the Colonel. Sir, we require military assistance in the battle against Negati's forces, said Sanders, and nodded the Bernie, uh, Bernie variety. Negati, ain't he a literal god? What do you want me to do about it, said the Colonel. I don't know, make us some cheeky tendies, I guess, said Vinny. Extra crispy, said Big Nibba. Or sorry, that one says Nick Big
Nick Bigga.
Big eyes when he robot finger dubs as it was finger licking good. Crispy GF, said Toots, throwing some random girl into a fireplace. Milk Monday, Mythbuster. And it's settled. I'll make us some Kentucky Fried Chicken for y'all, and you guys do the actual important stuff," said Colonel Sanders. The space race fandom is dying. Shit, as if you're a true racist, said Toots. He has a point. We haven't had a racing chapter in like a book and a half. Yeah, book and a half, or give or take a few side stories, said Wallace. Did I hear something about racism? Said a
Oh my
mystery and
god.
moon-shaped man. That's Irvine. It's gotta be, said Toots. What? No, said the mystery man who was revealed to be Colonel Sanders' identical clone, then got bashed over the head with a coconut. Irvine, said Moon Man. I knew it, said Toots. Anyways, I heard y'all looking for a race. Luckily, I happen to be the proprietor of the fantastic McUp 500, said Moon Man. He did what, Miss Cup? Yelled a random Lebanese child before exploding in a factory of fireworks not caused by Israel, of course. Since you happen to be fast food, be a rival fast food industry, how about we make a bet? I'll stake the entirety of McDonald's if you stake your company too, said Moonman, extending his hand towards Colonel Sanders. Your finger licking on, Bucko, said Colonel before licking Moonman's fingers to signify an agreement. And then the direct collage.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. He's everywhere.
Yeah, what happened was this one of those moments where I was just doing something stupid with images in the dock, and then we just kind of all started grabbing random renders of Drek and throwing them into a
It's a
collage.
tribute. Derek gone away.
Yeah, because what happened was it was getting like in the way of writing the chapter, so Ben wrote, "Derek, go away."
And now he's dead, so Derek
Yeah,
gone
now he's
away.
gone,
Goodbye,
so Derek,
Derek.
get on away. Yeah.
Oh, so this was written like while Gluttony was still, or Drek was still part of it, or?
No, this was the image came beforehand, like the image.
Okay.
It's just we decided to put it here.
Okay, I see what you mean. Sort of.
Like we made the Drek collage before Drek was gone.
Okay, I see. You just wanted to use the image.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Let's get the boys ready for house reading.
The 7 goes out to Gluttony. No, it doesn't. Fuck that guy.
Chris is gonna have to pass the reading. His kids are being a little fussy trying to go to bed.
Okay. I don't know who's gonna read this
I got
one.
it.
Alright.
Yeah. This 7 goes out to Gluttony. No, it doesn't. Fuck that guy. We are sorry to inform you that in the transition between Google Docs, Fawful died due to terminal not being important enough. Now then, back to the story, said the Stanley Parable narrator. This paragraph was dedicated to John. He's dead. Oh yeah, we had to write this in multiple Google Docs because it got so long that it was lagging really badly.
Wait, this whole chapter? Oh my
No,
god.
all the chapters before this were in one Google Doc.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant this one chapter. I'm like, holy shit, is this gonna be.
Oh no.
Okay.
My abs are so firm you can grate cheese on them, said JFK, revealing his hunky abs. Welcome to the story, my nibba, said Etiquette. Papa John began to grate cheese on the abs to create cheese pizzas for everyone. Yeah, that's pretty funny, but now that the Shackmobile's out of gas, it's ZZZ time. What do? Said Bart Bradley. Ho ho, here's the solution, said Toastar before he started to construct a Motel Mario. The Phineas and Ferb construction music began to play as everyone did their part to help build the motel. Prince Peasley rode his Bean surfboard, and by Bean surfboard I mean Killer Bean, and by Prince Peasley I mean my pants. Why are you guys building a motel when I can do this? Said Spencer, pulling a brand spanking new Motel Mario out of a mirror. Because that one already has people inside of it, said Riley Porter. Alright, give me 12 seconds. 11 tops, said Adolf Tyler. 5 minutes and one Viscera cleanup session later, they had a brand new motel to rest in while the NG pied the Shackmobile. Don't worry, guys, the engineer is here. I think that's supposed to say fixed. I don't know why it says pied.
Wait, that's a interesting way to change it. How the fuck?
I'm not sure what happened there.
It's pretty good. Hmm.
Said the NG hitting it with a wrench. It's perfect, said Shaq. As soon as Shaq, Terry, and Etika walked into the lobby to test it out, a certain someone greeted them. Welcome to Motel Mario. No running in the lobby, said Mr. Mosby. He's so hunky, said Lenny, escorting Panty to their room so they could play 4D chess in private. Sounds like someone ordered the seventh Lenny character, said Yosuke. Was that the seven? Said Markiplier, looking at Yosuke and then looking up at the giant Chapter 7 put on the ceiling for the live studio audience. Confused Lenny face, said Lenny, noticing even more Lenny characters as competition. God, I hate Jews, said Momoko. Can't help but notice the walls in this hotel are not American made. Sad and fake news, said Donald Trump. And, said Mr. Mosby, well, I'll have you know that I have the best walls. They're terrific and they're American made by American, and by American made, I mean I literally just use slave labor. But the point is I'm lobbying you to make me the hotel manager, said Trump. Well, there is a lot of work to do and I do like lobbies, so you're hired, said Mosby after Trump was throwing money at him like in Yakuza 0. Your first task is to guide everyone to their rooms while I clean the garbage, said Mosby as he walked away. Toby and Amanda then walked up to the front desk. Hello and welcome to Motel Mario, where our motto is I hate minorities, said Trump. Hi there, can we get a romantic suite, please? Said Amanda. Please, for the love of God, 2 rooms, said Toby. Nice try, but no pets allowed, as they are technically a minority, said Trump. Hi, Jersey, said Terry as he started petting Toby. Please don't touch me, Terry. I'm not in the mood, said Toby. Johnny then stepped up to the counter. Yeah, can I get a chocolate frosted donut and everything bagel and some boiled coffee juice, please? Said Johnny. Sir, if you want food, you have to rent a room and die, said Trump. Ooh, I only got an hour for lunch, said Johnny as he walked away. Where's the pool? I'm going for a swim, said Sebastian. Down the hall and to the left, said Trump. Where's room 666 at, Nibba? Asked Etika. Down the hall and to the left, said Trump. Where's Toby? He's not on his leash. I handcrafted for him out of our dead children, said Amanda. Down the hall and to the left, said Trump. Haha, sounds like everything is down the hall to the left, joked Yosuke. Down the hall and to the left, said Trump. Yosuke then realized the hall Yosuke then checked the hall to realize that the entire building was just one really long hallway with everything built on the left side. Why am I bald like Caillou? Why must the good bald and young? Asked Shaq. Down the hall and you know what? I quit, said Trump as he left the building and then went to attack the hotel on Twitter immediately. Who's gonna show us to our rooms now? Asked McFrizzle. Wario then opened the door. Hey guys, Wario here, and right now, guys, I'm going to show you to your rooms. If you would please follow me, said Wario. Most OCs then followed Wario to find out where their rooms were. But look, guys, look, these Shack rooms, ultimate classic OC, said Wario as the Shack OCs walked into their rooms. And look, guys, look, it is the living room, said Wario. Terry then opened the door to see another hallway. The hallway, I guess, said Wario. And look, guys, look, that door leads to Brazil, said Wario, shoving Rookie inside and locking it. You guys remember my room? Incredible, incredible, said Wario, pointing at a room with his face on all of the furniture. And right now, guys, I want to show you the pointless staircase, said Wario. That room's mine, Nibbles, said Etika, running inside. When do we get our room? Said Yosuke. Oh my goodness, guys, my stomach, guys. This is the end of the tour. You all share that room, said Mario, pointing at a broken wooden door. Are you? Started Terry. Bye, guys, bye. Don't forget to die, said Wario. You're not wrong, said Fake Crash before dying instantly. Wario then walked quickly into the bathroom and slammed the door where he took an ultimate classic shit. The OCs would hear muffled, Hey guys, welcome to Living with Wario Episode 3. Little did he realize Joni and Dutchie were hiding in the bathroom plotting to attack the OCs as the returning villains of the chapter. But unfortunately, they suffocated to death due to Wario's bowels releasing poisonous gases. Beardburger then made an announcement after promptly installing an intercom in the hotel. It's time to eat some food, you starving idiots. I made it special, and you better eat it because if you don't, a starving African child will die or something like that, said Beardburger. The OCs then decided to eat lunch and do that thing where they make food-themed jokes, but this time with the new OCs. Spencer started making spaghetti tacos at his stand that the Shackmobile had been towing. Hey, Oetica, the pizza here, yelled Bo. Etika then attempted to run down the stairs, but unfortunately tripped, which caused him to yell in pain. Oh, neighbor! Etika was fine, but it made the PS2 startup noise when he hit the ground. Oh, my pussy, said Etika. The Cannibal Mario Bros. Attempted to eat Shaq, but they had to peel off the fruit sticker, giving him time to escape. Huh, I always wondered why he had that, said Mammy. It's not a birthmark, said Carl, sucking in croissants like a black hole. Thank God they got my favorite meal, ass. By ass I mean ass, said JFK using a comically large spoon to eat the Better.MP4 guy's ass. Dude, gross, that's a guy, said Yosuke dining upon some vegetarian coochie instead. More for me, said JFK. You mind if I get some of that action? Said Taro. Only a spoonful, said JFK. Taro then pulled out a comically large spoon. So delicious, said Squidward Tennis Bells while eating a pile of sand. After Wario finished with his ultimate classic shit, he started eating some onions and rotten garlic. Markiplier sat down at a table. All right, let's see what Graham packed me for lunch, said Markiplier as he pulled out his Thomas the Tank Engine themed lunchbox. He found nothing but cheese and crackers, which immediately caused him to tear up. Hey, Markiplier, something wrong? Said Mr. Cracker in cheese form. No, go away, you're just making it worse, said Markiplier as he went to cry in a corner. Wait, I was gonna offer you some crock and ball torture, said Cheese and Mr. Cracker. JFK then switched tables to try and get some action. Oh god, here comes another one, said T-34. Hey ladies, want a sip of my juice box? But of course by juice box, I mean Capri Sun, said JFK, revealing that the bulge in his pants was an entire box of Capri Suns. I don't see why not, plus you're kinda handsome, said Jenny. Well, I'm glad you think so, 'cause I was gonna offer a side of my cock, and by my cock, I mean my erect penis, said JFK. One table over, Mawini was making a steamy milkshake made out of, well, you probably know by now, fruit salad. Yummy, yummy, said Mawini. Oh boy, am I famished. I could go for some cheese balls right now, said man in a Kermit the Frog suit as he walked up to a vending machine. If you touch this wee lass here, I'll have your wee bod cut into pieces, you savage minger, said Irish Fishing Jed. I can't find the coin slot. Here it is, said man, as the vending machine started blasting Tuna
Oh my
Tune,
god.
and it grew arms and legs and kicked man through the ceiling. The vending machine then morphed into a humanoid shape form and revealed itself. Behold, Rakesh EX is here, said Rakesh EX. Man then came back to Rakesh to get his Slurpee. However, he made the fatal mistake of using the double gulp cup and not the Slurpee cup. You cannot use the double gulp cup for the fucking Slurpee. This is the Slurpee cup, said Rakesh, knocking Man's cup on the ground. You do this every time. Every time you make a big deal about it. I always pay for it. What's wrong? You want to be my friend? Let's be friends, said Man. This one is the Slurpee cup, yelled Rakesh EX aggressively. I don't care about your Slurpee cup, said Man, kicking it across the floor. Mr. Cracker tried to tell a joke to de-escalate the situation. Do you want to hear a pizza joke? Never mind, it's too crusty. Wait, that was the wrong joke, said Cheese Cracker, morphing into a cheese amalgam. Cheese Cracker Omega then took exactly 3 steps towards Rakesh EX. Excuse me, did you just run in my lobby? Said Mr. Mosby as he morphed into Mr. Crocker. Wait, wrong way, said Mr. Crocker as he morphed into Mr. Mosby and then into an Omega Mosby. Fight, said Terry. Runkle Stan walked in before grabbing some popcorn. Oh, see, he's fighting. I could sell this, said Grunkle Stan before he set up a ticket booth. He made exactly 666 silicone pennies, which he did not donate to help Kermit die sooner. Omega Mosby, Rakeshi X, and Cheesy and my Peony decided to stare at each other before engaging in a game of strip poker. How do I play this game? Said Rakeshi X before Grunkle Stan started to whisper to him. You're supposed to take off all your solid gold clothes and give them straight to me, said Grunkle K-pop Stan. Rakeshi S could not take off the gold because it was actually part of him. So instead he started to launch gold bricks at Omega Mosby. Omega Mosby used his side special in which he got into a Hummer and committed vehicular manslaughter and ran over Sloth 4 times. Yeah, that's pretty funny, but link to power listing wiki cheese constructs. I think that's about Mr. Cracker. I don't know.
Huh.
It's about the superpower of being able to create cheese construct, which is what he has
Wait,
in
what
that
is?
one episode.
Wait, what'd
Said
you say?
cheese. What's up?
Sorry, what'd you say? I couldn't hear.
So I said it's a link to like a fucking article about the like the power of creating cheese like golems and shit,
The
which is
fuck?
what Mr. Crocker has in that one episode.
Oh, okay. It's not letting me go to the link, but I can imagine it's pretty good.
Guys, I have a pair of tools. Is that good? Said Rakeshi X. I beat my hand. I'll have to take off my dick cheese, said Cheese and Crackers, removing some of his cheesy mass. Omega Mosby shot lasers from his eyes, which reflected off Rakesh's gilded crotch and cut through a huge part of the hotel. You have any sevens? Said Omega Mosby. Wait, that's the wrong game, said Cheese Cracker, shooting molten cheese at an innocent civilian and killing them. I think that means I'm the card czar, said Date Squidward Thursday Deluxe Edition on the Game Boy Advance, who was also a giant. Solitaire, said Sonny Maui, who was also huge. They then partook in a cartoon beatbox battle of giant proportions. Verbal Ace even showed up for the occasion. And the winner is Rocky, said Grunkle Stan before putting up a no refunds sign. Rakesh fell to the ground and couldn't get up because he lost his life alert button. Yo, Gold Nibba, join me because gold is fucking hunky, said Etika. Rakesh EX nodded before a bunch of OCs came running into the room. He blew up my fireworks factory, said Egolf as he started to beat the fuck out of Rakesh. Let's kick him while he's down, said Donut Boy, using his donuts as cock rings on Rakesh. Jack Jackington also joined because beating people to a pulp is his kind of thing. Wait, no, it was the Jews, said Agolf, walking away from the pulpy, bloody goop that was Rakeshi X. Don't worry, he made a full recovery.
I'm on the cheese website. That's just superpower wiki. Okay. What the fuck? There's no text on it. That's gay.
What? Oh,
It says
What?
cheese constructs, and it says there's currently no text on this page. You can search for the page title in other pages, or search for.
the one.
Interesting.
The link
I
works
guess
for
because
me.
it's not capital.
Oh, there we
It
go.
worked for me when I clicked it.
It might have been that. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Is it just Fairly Odd Parents, or is there like a whole
The only
thing?
known user is Denzel Crockett.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Limitations may be
I'm
unable
glad
to
they made an
create.
entire page for that.
Huh?
I said I'm glad they made an entire page for that.
Yeah, I'm glad this has a page. Oh my god.
A sub-power of cheese manipulation. How many people have cheese manipulation?
Crocker, that's it, I
Yeah,
guess.
I thought it was only Crocker.
No, that's cheese constructs. Some other people have cheese manipulation, including Denzel Crockett, the cheese musicians,
Oh, there is a.
Sola, the cheese witch, Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz temporarily, Pizza Jenny from Steven Universe, and Juango from Nanpaka.
It's fucking Plants vs. Zombies battle from Naperville. That's okay. Oh damn, there are comments on this shit. Damn. Mold manipulation?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, it's a JoJo thing. I forgot about that actually. Oh, let's not go too far into the rabbit hole. Oh, hey, a link.
JoJo cheese stand, interesting.
Cheese stand? Chapter 8. Well, this seems like an important link.
Yeah, I'd like to point out
No,
that you can
I think it
copy
just
things.
leads to the video.
Yeah, because it wasn't doing like back when I was on this page. It was just letting me share on Facebook or whatever. But
You can only copy specifically the title text.
that is
on
very
Wattpad,
weird. I
nothing
don't.
else.
What the fuck? Wattpad. Thanks, ad. Should have turned on ad
Alright.
block.
8, 8,
8.
8,
8.
8.
Oh, it's chapter 8. Fuck.
Yeah. At Castle Day Nega Eddie. Nega Eddie had just gotten off the Nega Eddie Express, and he was nega ready for some nega spaghetti. Nega Kowalski, nega status report, said Nega Eddie. Well, the nega invasion is going nega terrible because there was basically nobody left in town when those Rega morons gathered basically everyone who lived here and left. The nega something or out there is fully complete, and yada yada yada. Basically, we won, said Nega Kowalski. A horse is not just a horse. He is horse. He is a horse. He is a horse.
Hey,
It
Juan.
do be a little concerning to me that they were able to beat Matt, Pat, Joni, and Dutchy, even if they were among my lowest ranking goons. I was expecting a better outcome, said Nega Eddie. Not to worry, your neganess. Chris Kringle himself is on the way to defeat those pesky OCs right now. Remember when he was the main villain of that one Christmas story? Remember that? Asked Nega Kowalski. Yes, I remember, said Nega Eddie. And that only scratches the surface. There's a whole slew of other villains from past stories waiting to get their second chance to beat on those meatheads. So there's nothing to worry about, said Nega Kowalski. Thank goodness. Luckily, never once in the history of any existence has the goody-goody group with a strong, unwavering will triumphed over the super strong bad guys who have practically already won. Because that would be unrealistic, said Nega Eddie. Yeah, that's pretty funny, but can you get off me now? Said Nega Kowalski, who had been stepped on during the Nega Eddie's menacing villain walk. Scout could be seen lurking on the edge of the window just outside as some bongos accompanied his appearance. Who's playing those bongos? Yelled Nega Eddie. Oh, it's me, Scout. Nega Scout, said the Scout. Well, keep it up. I love Latin rhythms, said Nega Eddie, moving on to the next order of business. The first one of which was my manwich, and the one after that, which was getting ready for his new interview on the SNAS Isabel podcast. Oh crap, that was close, Scout thought to himself. I don't know what the hell I was thinking coming here alone. I only got 125 health for Eddie's sake. I need some backup, thought Scout, pulling out his phone, realizing there's no service at Nigga Eddie's castle. They only use Comcast, the most evil of service providers. Crap, I'm gonna have to get closer to the Wi-Fi router to connect. If only Spy were here, he'd do a sneaky sneak or something and swoosh right in, thought Scout, sneaking through Nega Eddie's halls. Huh? What was that? Asked Nega McFrizzle. Scout then frantically pretended to be a fellow lamp. Oh, never mind. It was just this lamp, said Nega Frizzle, turning it off. Scout then connected to the network. Eddie Castle dash guest. Hello? Etika? Come on, pick up, said Scout. You can now use PP restoring power level 1. Meanwhile, wherever the hell the rest of the OCs are, fuck Dingo Dial. All my homies play with their Dingo Dials, said Lenny, beating his meat so hard it obliterated Dingo Dial. Oh shit, a phone call, said Etika. Hello? Yeah, we'll be right there after I finish streaming the next Smash reveal, said Etika. Fellas, we gotta get a move on. I got lunch in 14 minutes and 12 seconds, said Man before he put his 14-minute and 12-second rice in the microwave. Fella, we don't have the time, said Etika before throwing the microwave directly at Private Groomp. This caused a huge explosion and set the entire hotel on fire. Thankfully, everyone made it out except for Francis. Gentlemen, it appears we are short of Francis, said Spy. Not anymore, said Francis the Talking France. Words cannot describe how much I hate France right now, said the soldier, rocket jumping all the way to France and bombing it. You know, I'm liking the new guy already, said Agov, who also commenced the bomb. The OCs then piled in the newly fixed Shackmobile and headed over to the nearest pawn shop to get some weapons for their upcoming fight with someone. Probably. John was the one driving, and he started blasting Sink the Bismarck on the radio before he was instantly stolen by the U.S. Navy, leaving the Shagmobile with no driver. Haha, funny car crash compilation, said Johnny as they rammed directly into a wall of steel and nobody was harmed in the making of this violent car crash compilation, June 2022, 18 plus. Which is heavier, a Shagmobile traveling at 500 kilograms per minute or 300 ball stretches squared, asked AU Jamie Heineman. Oh my goodness, customers, said a voice. Suddenly a large skeleton ran outside and across the street to the Shackmobile. Another man came outside the building and that the Shackmobile was parked in front of. Skullmageddon, what did I tell you about scaring off my customers? Said Rick Harrison. Your customers? You have your own TV show for Eddie's sake. You don't even need to have your smelly pawn shop. And besides, I'm sure these law-abiding, paying, good-smelling, and handsome customers would much rather come to my pawn shop since we'll pay much more for your stuff and sell for cheap, said Skullmageddon. Non-Pokemon fans, when you open their rib cages and slowly pull out their organs.
This must have been like last year, because I remember this is a fairly recent.
No, I think this was another image we added because there weren't a
Oh,
lot of
okay,
images in this
okay, that
chapter.
makes sense. I keep forgetting. Yeah, you could just add images.
Yeah, we added a lot of the images later because we were like, there's not a lot of images in the earlier chapters.
Okay, because yeah, this is well, it wasn't even a year old, I think, when this came out. So
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Is that a talking skeleton? Said Bon Appetit. Rude, you act like I'm not even here, said Skullmageddon. How do you talk without lips? Said Lipless Suit Larry. Unimportant. How may I help you? Might I interest you in this stuffed monkey? Said Skullmageddon. Not particularly. Can we? Started Yosuke. How about an unstuffed monkey? Said Skullmageddon. Johnny smashed the monkey into chunks instinctively. You're going to have to pay for that, said Skullmageddon. We were looking to buy some equipment to take on someone who wants to end the universe. Got anything along those lines? Said Shaq. Well, I'm all out of mace monkeys. How about this small golden ring that improves your speed step by 1? Said Skullmageddon. How much is it? Said Shaq. $1 million, said Skullmageddon. Thank God I have enough money because I'm an extremely successful infantinier, said Bergden. Actually, this is a scripted event and you're not allowed to pay for the ring, said Skullmageddon, throwing the ring into an incinerator. Well, what's next then? Said Lenny. I show you these super boring but affordable armaments that you end up buying, said Skullmageddon. Fine, give it to us already, said Bergden, putting a $1 trillion sack on the desk. You fool! You fell for my foolproof sales pitch, said Skullmageddon. What? Said Terry. Obviously, by pretending that this was a scripted event, you guys went along with it, everything I said. Nobody smart but me, said Skullmageddon. So do we get the equipment or not? Asked Shaq. Oh yeah, take it. It's yours, my friend, said Skullmageddon. Ho ho ho, said a voice, but spoilers, it was Santa Claus. Wait a minute. Klaus was Santa the whole time? Said A.U. Toby, looking at Klaus, who then shot himself in the head. Little did he know that the Persona 3 physics engine was on, so it only made him more powerful so he could take on Santa. Fake me, so we meet again, said Sinterklaas, the one true Christmas being emerging from a pair of Crocs. Oh, Sinterklaas, how long has it been? I didn't think people actually thought you were still real, said Santa. Well, Scully, I hate you and you hate me, but it looks like we're gonna have to put our rivalry aside to beat this guy, I guess. Truce? Said Rick Harrison. Truce, said Skullmageddon. Psych, said Skullmageddon as he got in his giant tank and ran over the pawn shop. No, my head was in there, screeched Gibby. So no head started pinstripe poo-poo head before Skullmageddon dick flattened him with a tank.
Rattle 'em, boys!
And finished.
Nice.
Two can play at that game, said Rick Harrison, playing River City Girls because it was two-player. He also got in a giant Pawn Stars themed tank and ran over Skullmageddon's pawn shop with it. Skullmageddon, Rick Harrison, Sinterklaas, and Klaus all stood up around Santa, looking at him menacingly. Should we Should we help these fellas out? Asked Denica. Nah, it looks like they got it covered, said Terry. Rattle 'em, boys, said Scummageddon as him, Bon Appetit, and Bone Seller Honda San all took out Tommy guns and began firing at Rick Harrison. Laughed Scummageddon. Santa Claus then destroyed Kwanzaa and all 7 days of Hanukkah just to demonstrate his power. Adolf Tyler then golf clapped at the occasion. Rick Harrison then used an attack involving throwing priceless antiques at Santa Claus. However, the attack was thwarted due to Santa Claus's real identity being said Santa. She's Game Spear. You're alive? Said Irish Fishing Shad. No, it's me, Tim Allen. Get it? Because I'm a handyman, so I just fixed the antiques. And both of your pawn shops while you weren't looking. You're welcome, said Stan Tim Allen Claus. That is pretty funny, Timmy, but you yelled Rick Harrison as he threw Gibby's head at Santa. Gibby's head then threw a body, causing Gibby's stunt double to break several ribs after landing on Santa. Ow, my pussy, said Santa. Santa Claus then suplexed Santa, followed by the final blow, which was freshly delivered by Klaus, the suicide bomb. Started Klaus as he planted C4 on himself and blew up Santa Claus / Tim Allen, thusly defeating racism. Nice footwork, guys, said Dan Schneider, who was then caught in the blast. Nipple lasers, said Skullmageddon, shooting lasers from his nip-nips. Scully, I think he's dead, said Rick. Yeah, but I forgot to use that attack while he was alive. Now let's go, said Skullmageddon, jumping into the Shaq-mobile.
Oh, that's pretty good. Subplot chapter 4. Toby and Pokemon Go be like, "Aw." Is that okay? Snaz. Your mama's so hot, Sans. Oh, hold that thought, Sans. It's time to introduce today's podcast guests. Wait, were you guys going to say something? Sorry, did I?
No.
Okay. Sorry. I want to make sure. And here Eddie is now. That's right. The Eddie. Yeah, I'm totally that Eddie guy. You should give me all your money so I could bribe hookers. Hey, look, it's that funny-looking guy with the beard. I don't think you know how fast I really am. That red, sweaty guy who is pretending to be Eddie got away. Don't worry about it. He's not that bad of a guy. That's a nice shirt you're wearing. You like it? My son gave it to me. Keep coming. Did someone say Keem something? 'Cause Killer Keem sure does have something to show you. I have a guest of my own using my limitless connections. Whispering, Daniel, you didn't tell us about this before coming on. Hold your whispers until after the dramatic reveal, 'cause I've got him on speaker right now. Eddie is stinky and bad and dumb. That was uncalled for. That's right. The Nega Eddie. Wait, hold on. What's the... Oh, okay. I didn't really have a good look at the image. Fucking Eddie. Fuck, where did I go? Snaz, this is getting out of hand. Yeah, but I'm too lazy to do anything about it. I'm gonna blow up all of your galaxies that you spent so hard building up just 'cause I can now. I wouldn't try it if I were you. The defenses are far too strong for a pea-brain like you. I waged war on the cosmos before, and I'll do it again. Star Wars! Star Wars! Crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, can you tone down the comedic popcorn by like 52%? Eddie is... Hi, Isabel here. The language Nega Eddie used at this point is not supported by the podcast, so I decided I would remove it for the sake of our lovely viewers. I thought it was pretty meaty. Anyway, please enjoy the rest of the podcast as there will be no further interruptions. Piggy Farm! You know you're gonna lose again, Nega Eddie. You wanna make a gentleman's bet on it? Man, that's a tough choice, because I love gambling, but I hate you and everything you stand for. Sounds like someone's a nega chicken. Oh man, you're breaking up. I was so confident that I was gonna win the bet too. What? He hung up? Man, he's so cool and so much better than that Eddie guy. I'm not saying all the viewers out there should go and harass Eddie as much as possible, but I'm saying that all the viewers out there should go and harass Eddie as much as possible. Oops, did I say that out loud? Golly gee, I'm so diddly darn sorry. Ah! Thank God for that empty elevator shaft that happened to be there so I could throw him down it. You're welcome. Well, haha, that was certainly interesting. Your thoughts, Eddie? That guy is a real stick in the mud, but I don't hate him because I'm cool and forgiving, and I don't even hate my worst enemies. Your thoughts on bad drivers, Eddie? Silly boy, there are no bad drivers in this universe. I made sure of it. Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on the podcast, and I'm really sorry it had to turn out the way it did. Well, actually, there was that John guy, but it's fine. I saw it coming. It's not your fault anyways. I forgive you. You do? Yes. Well, that's going to be all for this podcast. Stay tuned for the next guest, who literally cannot be more interesting than the one we had this time. I'm the best. I'm the best. Yeah, that guy. Bye-bye. Something beyond human cognition or understanding, but generally makes you feel better overall. All right, Gastonio, it's time for us to resume subplot, said Keemstar. Oh yeah? Nobody resumes subplots like Gaston, said Gaston. Suddenly, there was a burst of thunder, and out of nowhere, Jordan von Calamitous poofed into existence. Hey, this isn't Brazil. I mean, someone has broken the rules, boomed Jorgen. Well, it wasn't me. I finished all my Lunchables like a good boy, said Gaston. I'm sorry, Jorgen. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to ruin Eddie's life, pleaded Keemstar. No, doofus, that's not why I'm here, said Jorgen. Listen, buddy, I've ruined a lot of lives. Can you just get to the point? Asked Keemstar. Actually, you guys have been pretty good lately because I hate furries, and someone has broken the rules of no yiffing, yelled Jorgen. Well, what do you want us to do about it, Mr. Musclehead, said Gaston. Aren't you guys supposed to be professional furry exterminators now, asked Jorgen. Well, yes, but actually, started Gaston. Then get over to that furry convention over there and start exterminating, yelled Jorgen, poofing them over there. Huh? How did we not see this? Wondered Gaston. Yeah, you'd think that they would think twice about hosting an event like this near unnamed city of all places, and during a national emergency, no less. Anyways, let's go do it. Let's get to it, said Gaston, tossing Keemstar a flamethrower. Both of them did the Ooga Chaka pyro taunt before they began burning down the furry convention center. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Or is it just me? Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me, said a random furry. It's definitely not you. I hate furries. I'm here to unveil my new SoundCloud album, said Sheen, unzipping his Crash Bandicoot cosplay. My dog was declared cancer-free today, so I'm reverse. Okay. Fire, 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 said another furry. It's just as me foretold. I will rain fire down from the heavens. Sheen the god, said Sheen. Sheen? Said a voice. Carl, is that you? Said Sheen, as Carl then unzipped his llama suit. Aren't you supposed to be with everyone else in the Shaq mobile? Asked Sheen. I could say the same to you, Sheen the god, said Carl. Okay, let's say we go back to the Shaq-mobile and never speak of this to anyone ever again, said Sheen. How are we gonna escape without burning to death? Asked Carl. It's okay. I'm wearing a fruit sticker, said Sheen, pointing to the fruit sticker on his forehead. The two then managed to escape as Keemstar and Gaston were ear-raping Do You Believe in Magic as they burned furries alive. I would play this, but I think I'd get fucking copyright clapped for that. Die, stupid boss, die, said Keemstar as he WM1 Conquer's face into a pancake. Heat the grill, said Beardburger as he watched with an award-winning grin from outside at a safe distance. Keep up the good work, gents, said Gigi, who then winked as she was deconstructing mecha gluttony nearby for spare scrap metal. We gotta get out of here, said Cine Pyrocol, Cryo Pinnacle, and Nile. No, you don't, said Keemstar, as he and Gaston slipped out and locked the door. Consider yourself Keemed, said Keemstar as the building burned down. You know, you fellers should think about getting into the business of hunting gluttonies, OCs. I hear it's a lucrative business these days, but, you didn't hear that from me, of course, said Gigi with a fake beard. Wow, thank you, wise old man. We should totally do that. Besides, it's not like we're gonna get any money from this furry thing anyway, since their wallets burned in the fire, said Gaston. Let's get to it then, said Keemstar, who, as the two began plotting. Meanwhile, Toby bumped into Avery, causing Toby to instantly collapse onto the ground and leave Avery completely unfazed. Sorry, said Toby. Avery breathed deep. What? Screamed Avery directly into Toby's ear. I said I was sorry for bumping into you, explained Toby, as he had a Vietnam grenade ringing in his ear. Don't worry about it, dude, said Avery, helping him up. Toby immediately fell back over because the grounds down special tripped him. You know, Toby, I've been meaning to talk to you for a while, said Avery. Oh no, said Toby. It has come to my attention that you're a pretty underappreciated guy. You don't seem to have too many friends around here, said Avery. Oh god, here it comes, said Toby, having an anxiety attack. So, Toby, what are you good at? I want to get to know you, asked Avery. What am I good at? Thought Toby. Toby then thought about it for approximately 2 hours until he came to the conclusion that he sucks at pretty much everything. I've seen you play quite a bit of Pokemon Go. I mean, you've got to be pretty good at that by now, said Avery. Said Toby, looking at his phone, showcasing his collection of a single -3 CP Weedle. I'll tell you one thing, he's pretty hunky, said Amanda. I'm not asking you, said Avery. I don't think I've ever really succeeded at anything on my own, said Toby. What? Said Avery. I don't think I've ever really succeeded at anything on my own, said Toby. Now, Toby, don't get me wrong. I like you, and you're pretty ugly, smelling, and not really good at anything, said Avery. Yeah, said Toby. Avery then started to walk away. I thought this was going to go somewhere, asked Toby. You know, I'm pretty bored right now, so I don't see why I can't help you accomplish something on your own for once, said Avery. Wouldn't you helping me make it to where I didn't accomplish it on my own? Said Toby. You want to try do something on your own? Said Avery. No, not really, said Toby. Damn, that's the hardest nerf ever. No penguin ass. It's settled then. I'm gonna help you. Simple flips. It's settled then. I'm gonna help you become average instead of bottom of the barrel, said Avery. If you're bored, why would you help someone as boring as me and not help the whole preventing the world domination thing, said Toby. If you can think like that, then why aren't you considered above average intelligence, said Avery. I couldn't write on my homework because I don't have hands, so I failed a lot of my classes, said Toby. I'll help you, but clearly we're going to have to start simple, said Avery as he danced a dance like simple flips. Nice. All right.
Should probably cut it off after this chapter.
That's what I was
About
thinking, like
halfway.
ending it soon. It's getting a bit late, so yeah, we can finish this one up. You guys want?
I got it.
I can do it. Don't worry.
You sure?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
This goes to
This
Avery.
goes
We
to
miss you.
Avery, we miss you. Avery has passed away. Please, a moment of silence. Chapter 9, Timmy Turner's Tiny Tap Dance Lesson.
Not gonna look at the rest.
This specific semicolon was dedicated to Avery too. God, I miss him.
Me too.
The Shackmobile was driving around in circles. Why are we driving around in circles? Asked Tanishi. We're not. We're driving in squares, said Shaq, who was driving around the block multiple times in a row, since he didn't know where the fuck they were going. I knew this day would come, said Jack Jackington, pulling out his extremely outdated and broken GPS out of his packs. Where in the name of Eddie are we going, my dude? Said it and asked Etika. Jack then shook his GPS remains like an 8 ball, causing several parts to fall off. I think it wants us to turn on the air conditioners, said Jack. I think we're overlooking the obvious solution. I'll just use my nose to sniff wherever we're going, or where we're supposed to go, said Schnozball. Said Wario. Never mind, said Schnozball as his nose retracted into his brain like a tape measure. Don't worry, guys. I always shit my pants uncontrollably when we need to go northeast on Main Street, said Wario. Well, you heard him, said Eugene, who then summoned 4 granola golems to push the car faster. Eventually, they wound up back at the city limits of Unnamed City, where it's a sideways bridge keeping them from entering, or from re-entering. Those disgusting Mexicans and their sideways bridge. What kind of sane individual would build something to keep people out? Said Trump as he immediately began constructing a wall with the engineer's PDA, while engineer built him a dispenser for free metal. Whoa, going up, said the engineer. You know what this shit needs? You know what this needs? Said Wario as he hung the frame photo of Wario Land 4 on the wall. Taco Niba Sushi, said Yosuke, summoning and eating Taco Niba Sushi because they had figured out where they were. Once the wall was up, the OCs began to realize that Trump had closed them in. How did this happen? Thought Bunu. Fuck, I only know how to build walls, not deconstruct them, said Trump. And I left my deconstruction PDA in my other pants, said the engineer. Mario, wherever you are, help! Killed Hotel Luigi. I'm right here, said Hotel Mario. Oh, said Hotel Luigi. Hey, at least we have this nice picture of Wario Land 4 to admire, said Waluigi. That is true, said Mario. Mario, said man in a Kermit the Frog suit as everyone began admiring it. This just in. Live footage from Gluttony's house in Gary, Ohio.
Huh?
Oh my god.
We now return to your regularly scheduled program.
When he used to do this thing where he would just like laugh at jokes and then not understand them at all.
Wait, who is this?
Steve.
Gluttony?
Yeah,
He's just.
he would like he would laugh really hard at something, like he thought it was super funny, and then he would DM one of us afterwards and be like, "Psst, please explain."
Huh.
Ask
Interesting.
us to explain the fucking joke after the fact.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, there he is,
It's
Gluttony.
fucking funny to me.
Ugh.
After exactly 2.47 super bowel movements, the gang grew bored of staring at the Wario Land 4 image. But look, guys, started Wario before Etiquette Death stared him. Nibba, I swear if you say say greatest achievement one more time, it's my greatest finally. Sleeping with a minor, said Wario. Suddenly the wall and the sideways bridge collapsed, and Scanty and Knee Socks were waiting on the other side. Nice try, fools. You can't make us the ones on the outside. Now nobody's outside, said Scanty. Hey, if Venus has cut the zipper, you might want to fix that, said Yosuke. It is? Said Knee Socks. Quickly, while they're distracted, yelled Yosuke as the stampede of OCs stormed Unnamed City. Mawini single-handedly carried the car and taco stand with them. That's right, I don't have a zipper, said Knee Socks. Meanwhile, at Mega Eddie Enterprise, Mega Eddie was checking cam for an imposter. What? How did they get in? He boomed. You mean how do we manage a successful infiltration? How do we manage a successful infiltration? It's quite a humorous endeavor, actually, said Niece Cox. Uh, it wasn't very difficult. We just had to break down the wall, said Scanty. Well, what about the pyrocynical OCs? They were supposed to be on duty, said Mega Eddie. I think they passed away during the last chapter due to Wario's bowel movement, said Scanty. Who's supposed to guard Unnamed City from those ass clowns now? Asked Nega Eddie angrily. Here, read this, said a cloaked meaty figure, throwing a book at Nega Eddie entitled Shaq's Gay Out. Wow, this is a literary masterpiece in a massive contrast to the other book. What was it called? Shaq's Day Out? That was a steaming pile of dog shit. I don't know who you Who you think you are? But I like your moxie, kid. You're hired. Welcome to the Nega team, said Nega Eddie. Yeah, you're right, said Janos, spitting out a solved Rubik's Cube. Why, this makes me so happy. I think I'll kill a random person right now, said Nega Eddie, using the power of Eddie's lasagna to take a random OC's life. I think I'm having a heart attack, said Palpatine. It's okay, they don't hurt. Relax, said Mr. Ratburn as he watched Palpatine keel over and die. That chapter was short as fuck.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
pretty
think that
short.
was the shortest chapter in the whole story.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think any other ones were this short. Damn.
Yeah, that's about halfway, so we can call it there.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
halfway through the story?
Just about, yeah.
Huh,
Yeah.
interesting. I guess I thought there was more. I don't know. I'd say that's pretty good though. Like 2 streams, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we got through way more than I thought we would.
Huh, interesting. Oh, thank you guys for coming on. That was pretty fun.
Thanks for having us.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know whenever I'm free and we could do this again, whenever that happens to be.
Yeah.
babe.
All right. Well, everyone watching, thanks for watching this stream, and I will see you all later.